2, 1. Previously on Elements Asunder. The party, having finally escaped the mountain, took a much needed break and relaxation time in the inn of the town. To which one individual got a little bit too drunk, attempted to punch Forte in the face, broke his knuckles, and vomited all over himself. The next morning, Affy then decided to clean off the vomit. They were going to take a 2-story jump out a window into snow. This ended about as well as you expected, and they were found later on nearly frostbitten and very unhappy. As the party prepares to leave to go on the road and head back towards the main city of Obstagrad, they, well, what would you all like to do to prepare to leave?
Last session. Oh, we didn't leave last session. We were preparing to leave.
You were preparing to leave.
Let's. All right, everyone good to. Everyone got food. Everyone got rations for the trip. Water.
No, I need to go get some real quick.
These townsfolk hated me, so I had everything in the cart since day one.
Have I been cured of all my hangover-induced ailments?
No.
Ah.
Well, right now your hand is throbbing, but I would say your hangover's mostly gone.
We're exiting the wizard's place, right?
Yes. No, the wizard's place is here.
Yeah, over here.
Okay. So, is there like a general shop, general goods store?
While you were going through town, you did find a general goods store, yes.
All right, I would like to stop by.
I would like to go by as well.
Okay.
I believe last time I was quite cold along the way, and I would like to see if I can find some sort of I don't know, a petticoat or something that'll be nice, trench coat, whatever.
Well, you see the employee of the general store named Jen, Jehn. And he goes, "Oh, how can I help all of you guys again?"
Hi, Jen. I'm looking to get some warmer clothes and some rations.
Well, we don't have much in the way of what we can do for more rations, but clothing we could probably do. He goes and starts searching the back. It's a lot of wool. Do you have 10 gold?
What about 7?
I could probably give you the boots for 7. You have anything you
Wait,
could
so
trade?
are you saying that the coat only costs 3?
Not exactly. The entire set of boots, hat, goggles, and gloves and coat would be 10.
Oh, well then, okay. If I didn't just need a coat and I could get all that stuff for 10, yeah, I definitely have 10. I guess I didn't catch that you had all of that in the bag.
Yep, he takes out and places a somewhat, what you can immediately see is going to be a little bit big on you, but It seems like a fairly warm, folded up coat made of wool with a small hat on top, some gloves, a pair of goggles, and a pair of boots.
Are you willing to trade for any of these?
Depends what you got to trade.
Hmm. Let me go to the cart and come back. I think we got something in the back. Let's see here.
While he's doing that, I'd like to get you have any rations or any
Do you have
water
anything to drink
skins?
that's
kinda-
not beer?
I kind of nudged Forte as like I already asked her. Jen said that they only had clothes, no rations.
I mean, we have some rations, only about, I want to say, 2 days worth that I could sell. Stuff's been kind of tough. Gold and a half for the 2 days.
Gold and a half it is.
He hands you 2 days worth of rations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mel. And how much rations would
And
that be?
that would 2 days. 2 days
So
of ration.
it's one per day.
Yeah, it's one ration per day.
Can we just add 2 to everyone
Yeah.
instead of 10 then dividing? Yeah, okay. Everyone gets 2 rations.
Yay.
Oh, thank
no,
you.
no. He only gave you 2 rations.
Oh,
Oh,
so 2 days of rations for one person,
Mm-hmm.
not for 5 people.
I got you,
Yep.
pal. Don't worry.
Do they not have enough rations other than just those 2?
I think they're only prepared for one adventurer, not 5.
That's what I'm
By
thinking.
the way, JJ, with what you just messaged me, you may want to read the spell again.
Yes, I did.
Okay. JJ comes in with some very shiny lumber.
No, I just asked what's going on.
Okay.
What did I miss, guys?
As far as something other than beer, give me like 5 minutes. And Jen walks into the back. You hear a door slam behind. You have a couple of minutes to talk before he comes back.
I'll make sure it's not P.
Hmm.
Don't feel like I feel like the locals here like you. As I look at Affy and Vesperin.
You could sniff the stuff first to make sure it smells okay.
Yeah. I think they hate us slightly less, but I do think that they still kind of hate us. Also, they only have rations for. It's a 2-day trip to get back there to the capital.
I guess there's 3. Get here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have barely enough rations for one person. There's 5 of us, which means we're probably gonna have to go hunting. Does anyone have any experience in hunting?
Myself, no, I'm not very well inept. I'm a little inept in hunting.
Hmm.
I cracked my
I'm
knuckles.
fairly good at tracking things.
I cracked my knuckles. I'm fairly good at killing game.
Hmm. Well, you're in luck because I have, to a slight degree, some skill in killing animals and proceeding to cook them. I'm no expert, but I can do it. But we'll have to be able to find enough meat on the way for 5 people so we don't starve to death on the trip.
Should be fine as long as you don't try punching them.
Hmm. And I'm guessing we won't be able to find any vegetables here because it's too frigid.
Not
Hey.
many.
Hey, pal, as I look to Vesperin. You
What's
able
up?
to like trick some bunnies to come to us or something? Tell them we got a carrot.
Veteran's face looks kind of uneasy, like, yes, I could, but the moral repercussions might be more than I could bear.
Also, rabbits don't give you that much meat. You need like a huge like deer or something. You need something big.
I mean, if he could convince a rabbit, he could convince a deer. Tell me, God, like, I don't know what deer like. They like hidden carriages, I think.
Or perhaps I could ask the deer where it finds its berries, and then it can show us.
Berries don't have. Berries aren't good for muscles.
Berries can't really fill you for that long.
Well, if you can't survive off of a couple berries, then I guess
And
your
there's those magic
constitution is
berries you
too
got.
weak.
I'd like to have one of those good berries. That made me feel pretty good last time.
I can make whatever you got look nice and shiny if you want to entice some nice rabbits coming by.
I look over at JJ and I'm like, you ever tried to brew those berries of his?
Can't say that I have directly, but it's definitely worth a shot. I got some extra ale that's brewing. We can try mixing some shit up.
Veteran shrugs. I suppose you really want to try it.
It gives us something better to do than tricking bunnies.
Well, the next
Very
batch is
true.
ready in about 4 days, so we can just toss into the mash.
At this point, Jen comes back with a jar that looks to have been recently heated up some, as the water in it is still bubbling some, and he places it on the table. 2 silver?
What are we looking at?
A jar of recently boiled water.
All right,
I
I
just
give
look
2
her
silver.
dead in the eye.
Well, first I want to like
Jen is a guy.
check it. First I want to check it out.
I just look her dead in the eye.
What
I know what I
color
said.
is the water?
It is clear.
Is there like a smell? Like I don't want to come too close, but like, is there a smell in the room?
Make a perception check.
You know what? I'll join him on that to give him advantage.
There is no smell in the room beyond what, the
Can I
wood and
insight
the rest of the
this?
stuff.
Can I insight him to see if there's anything fishy about his presentation of these objects?
Make an insight check. Okay.
Holy shit.
So while this is happening, I'm just going to look at this person dead in the eye and just ask him up front if they really think boiled water, which we can get from the river down street and boil ourselves for basically free, is really worth 2 silver.
Yes?
Is there something special about the water?
It's fresh.
But there's snow outside, that's fresh. I promise everyone, it's very fresh.
I just take a step away from Matthew.
But I'm clean though.
You taking this or not?
You know what?
You know what?
I'll give it to you for 1 silver.
Mm.
Just for you guys.
Considering that's all we should pay for the jar, yes, I agree.
So we got a jar with free
I'd
water.
rather just buy the jar.
Look at the jar of the water for 1 silver. I can cover that.
I was
And I
gonna
tend to
say,
go
I mean,
over. I hand
we
the
pay
jar
more
over to
than-
Vestrin.
we pay more than that over there at the bar, and all they do is, they're just steeping barley, and we give them back the cup.
I mean, if you want to pay more, I'm welcome to it.
That's not what that meant.
It meant 1 silver piece should be good enough.
The
You can-
jar's not included. I was going to fill your water skins.
Yeah, well, you should have been more clear on the sale pitch.
It's not
wish
how
I-
this works, buddy. 2 silver if you want the jar.
1.
1.5.
For melted snow? Question mark.
For the jar.
Hmm.
How about 1 and a shiny stick?
Why would I need a shiny stick?
It makes fancy fire.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Here's a joke, sir. I don't have disadvantage.
Why would you not have disadvantage?
Because I never have disadvantage.
Okay. That's still, you still have disadvantage.
You were saying,
Oh wow! Wow!
you were saying.
As he
Okay,
takes
he
out
wasn't
the stick,
wrong.
as he takes out the stick, he just starts glowing radiantly. For it is
Now,
not just
sir,
any stick; it is the stick of truth.
I
this is
have
the best deal you can have in your goddamn life.
no words. Jen, look
That
at
is
you and go,
insane.
1 silver in the stick. Deal.
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 He hands over the jar. Do you hand over the stick, the shiny stick?
Are we heading out now?
Yeah,
Does
well, I
everyone
came
have?
here
Does
for-
everyone have Does everyone have like winter clothing and stuff?
Yeah,
I'm
I
well
throw
padded
your
at the
jacket
top of my
first,
stomach.
I'm good. I still have my parka that I got like for our trip.
Didn't someone like not have winter clothing? We had to like kill a yeti.
Galthok.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you got. Okay, we all good then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
was
killed the
actually.
Yeti for him.
That's funny because I was just about to say Forte. I gave Affy the Yeti pelt.
So Affy has the yeti pelt.
To give
Mhm.
to give to you.
Hmm.
Can I have the yeti pelt back?
Where did I mark down in here that I have the Yeti belt?
It would be under your items. If you don't
Yes.
have it there, then just yeah, we have it. So therefore,
I'll just
We're
put it into my
taking-
inventory.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't see it, but you know what I mean. We can sell it for money, preferably to people that can afford to pay us a lot of money.
I'm going to give it to the shopkeeper back in the capital. He's a good guy. He's currently on some tough times. Needs it to make clothes.
Hmm. All right.
Are we on our way, by the way? Forte, but Forte would kind of like step out because all he wanted is like food and like rations and
Mm-hmm.
refill his water skin.
Hold on,
Okay.
As I step out, I'm just gonna start playing on my lovely little instrument.
Please step out. I'd like to ask JJ where he got that really shiny stick from.
Eh, don't worry about it. We should have enough firewood anyway.
Okay, then.
real quick, just out of character. Wanted to find out the bartender that we had, Jack. Was he able to provide like anything other than ale? Did he have any kind of other like specialized local brews or I don't know whiskeys or something stronger than just ale?
Didn't seem like it.
Okay.
Why can I not open the cart inventory anymore?
You should be able to.
I cannot.
Were you able to earlier?
Yep,
Try reloading?
that's what I'm doing. There we go. All good.
Okay.
Do we notice if this general store has anything like bottled wines or anything?
Not that you see on the shelves. There doesn't appear to be any real liquid stuff being sold here.
Okay.
Do I see Galthok looking for this?
I would say you're able to, yeah.
Yeah.
I just get moody as I like look to the ale in the cart that's being brewed at the moment.
Well, I look at him and I'm like, "Oh, did you say anything, or did you just kind of notion, or is there anything that I would have been able to see?"
Really,
Okay.
just the sound of bagpipes have gotten a little bit louder.
Or they deflated all at once, like poof. Like really?
You're getting a little bit less ale. Just saying.
Uh, I think I would be able to recall that you. I was looking for something local though, but hey JJ,
What's up, sir?
how much longer until that brew that you're doing in the cart? How much longer until that's completed?
3 days, I believe.
Oh, you know what? How much would it cost for me to get a couple of pints?
You're
For
asking
my friend,
the bartender or JJ?
JJ.
Okay.
for my friend, sir, it's free. I'll charge you an extra copper if you want, though.
I'd appreciate that because I would like to. I'm gonna share that with a buddy when we get back into town.
If you want to toss in those berries that you got, then we can make something a little bit more interesting than just some ale.
We can put them in now, or we could wait until the last minute so they kept their magical qualities.
Is that how that works?
It only lasts for a day.
Works for me.
All right, then I think my business has completed here.
Okay, are you guys heading out then?
I think so. Mesrin hops on the cart.
I climb in and I ask, so who's driving?
Oh, we know Forte can't do the driving. He pissed off the horses the last time.
Correction. That horse pisses me off.
Fair enough.
don't look at
Fair
me,
enough.
Don't look at me. I have no idea where y'all are heading.
As I just get into the back, I'm just like not having it.
I just hop into the cart, continuing to play the music. Sweet, sweet music.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the back of the cart, not driving, but I'm gonna start reading Elemental Planes 101.
Okay.
So is anyone in the front of the cart?
Yeah, who's currently driving?
That'd be me.
Okay, make a animal handling check then. You pet the horse gently before going and pushing it forward. As you begin to travel, a light snow begins to fall. Is there any discussion that would like to occur?
I'm just kind of like thinking.
I'm intensely reading Elemental Planes 101. Did you want to give me a heads up of is it providing me any kind of information that could be beneficial to my character?
Are you going to be basically spending the entire day of the trip reading it?
Yes. That's my plan. Unless otherwise something occurs, and then which I will start reading it again.
So, Galvak, as you read through the book, it essentially gives you some fairly basic information. There are 4 primary elemental planes: the elemental plane of fire, air, earth, and water. Each one is where a majority of elementals come from, and they are also home to a number of other species, both some of which are more friendly, some of which are much more hostile. There is a large warning of avoid the genasi, the genies. As you read on, it basically says, in some way or another, all 4 types of genies are very much into the whole enslaving creatures from other planes thing.
Okay.
The most threatening of the planes would likely be the plane of fire, though there are certain places where you could potentially even go to trade, as long as you don't fuck with the government of the Ifriti, being the fire genies. The Marid, the water genies, tend to be more pirate-like outside the elemental plane, and inside of it, they also tend to be pirate-like, very, very interested in treasure and slaves. The Dao, the Earth genies, will be just as likely to kill you as enslave you. And the Djinni, the elemental air genies, will also enslave you, but might actually treat you well while enslaving you. Peck pipes over a solid hour. The other main information you learn is that there are times where the parts of the elementals will fuse, creating those little imp-like creatures that you saw the wizard basically using as assistants. These creatures, known as the different mephits, are always made of 2 or more elements, and usually have some aspects of both of 2 different elemental planes. You also have information on the weirds, slightly weaker elementals made up of things like fire, water, or anything between, including wine and poison. And then there's the elementals themselves, powerful creatures purely made of the element, most of which tend to be hostile. Of course, there is also something called an animated breath, which is when a powerful ancient dragon brings life to its breath weapon using magics, often sending it out to hunt. One form of this is the invisible stalker, wherein instead of the breath weapon, just the breath itself is turned into a creature. This sounds like Flick as you read on. It's essentially an air elemental summoned or created to find a specific target, hunt them down, and kill them. You also find a small picture of the small cat elemental that Vesrin's able to summon. And with that, I will... Oh, it does also say, beware of any large elemental creatures, such as frost salamanders, giant toads, and dragons. As the
Nice.
journey continues, let me just change it to a snowy road, in which apparently half of you do not exist. Just Leroy.
We're still on the town map.
I am
Yes.
eternal.
That would explain that. I was just editing things. So, as you continue on the snowy road,
Where are we?
who's keeping lookout?
Probably me as I drive.
I'm
That's a
busy
buff-looking
pondering.
horse.
I can look out the back.
All right, if you're on lookout, make perception checks, please.
I'm busy pondering. So
Bagpipe solo.
can I make an insight check instead with advantage?
Sure. Not with advantage, but
I have advantage on
Oh
insight
my
checks.
no.
god.
Okay, then yes
Oh,
with
you're
advantage.
kidding me. Man.
Affy, as you attempt to look, what are you trying to insight, Forte?
Strategizing how to protect JJ when we get back to the town.
How is that insight?
I'm thinking strategies.
That would be a straight intelligence check.
I'm also trying to think like whether or not like he'd be. Basically, I'm trying to think like with a character from Mike backstory who's in a very similar situation to JJ. How did we cover her from the whole church thing?
How did you?
Yeah.
She never interacted directly with anyone high up, from what you
Okay.
recall.
All right. So I'm going to continue planning.
Affy, as you
Hmm.
attempt to look out from the back, the searing white of the snow begins to make your hangover flare up again, giving you a slight headache and keeping you from really being able to focus on anything.
Yay. I hate beer so much.
Vesrin, as you continue to drive and look out, you notice in the sky ahead darker clouds, though there doesn't appear to be much snow right now. Your experience with the elements tells you that there is a heavy storm coming. It'll probably hit by nightfall. You have maybe 3 or 4 hours to find some place to stay before the blizzard hits.
I will turn behind me and go. I think there's a blizzard coming. We should probably seek some sort of shelter if we can.
Does anyone say anything?
Hmm?
Sounds
I'll
good.
look
Let
out
us
the
know what you find, pal. I'll keep a lookout as well.
Sounds good. I'll be looking out for any like cave structure or patch of trees that looks like we could use.
Okay.
I'm looking for general shelter.
Well, I guess I can't look for anything.
After another hour or so, you guys actually do notice something that you're pretty sure wasn't there earlier, but it must have been blocked by the trees in the direction you were going. You see on a small hill a path leading up next to a small lake, what looks to be a somewhat rundown looking, shabby house.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You can go check
Hey,
that
that's
out.
not a shabby house.
Does there seem to be any lights on?
There does not.
I look at Forte. Should I turn the cart down that path?
Sounds good. Sounds
Alright
good to me,
then.
pal.
I will turn the cart into the path and ride it up to the house.
Okay. Who the fudge just joined? Oh, another.
Ambience music. The ambience plot.
Yep.
Background noise.
All right. As you guys begin to head towards the house, you can feel the wind picking up and the snow getting heavier. Sun's beginning to set and the chill is beginning to go in. Even in your jackets, most of you begin to feel the chill hit your bones. This area looks like there's a small wall with an open gate hanging open. I just repeated myself. A small gate hanging open, leading to, again, a decently small area behind it. Almost looks like it was at some point a military base of some sort, which is not entirely uncommon in Obstagrad, though this one appears to have been abandoned for a decent amount of time. Are you all going to
Well,
head in?
Veteran's gonna look at it and be like, and say, well, we are working for the military, so I suppose it's appropriate that we could use one of their bases to hold up.
I recognize it
You do
being
not.
from the military.
You do not.
I don't. I can't even do a check.
You
Uh,
you would not recognize this place.
Weird. I don't recall ever hearing of a military post here.
Hmm. Proceed with caution then.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
it could be a top secret base. Who knows what we'll find there? I'll take point. I'll identify myself if we encounter anyone.
Sounds good.
You look over at JJ.
I just get out of the
You
cart.
you are a what do you guys? What do they call you? Adventurers? You are a adventurer we met along the way.
I'm pretty sure that really happened, dude.
There's. I look over at Western Galthic and Affy. There's a title you guys were given.
Were we given a title?
Hmm.
Does Affy say that out loud?
No, I Danielle, the player for Afi, say that out
Hold
loud.
on.
Fine.
Yeah, I think you were given the adventurer title.
Very
So if anyone
true.
asks, if anyone asks,
Veteran will
I
rummage
took
through his
my,
bag and pull out his insignia. This
I'll
thing,
pull my
right?
Obstagrad military emblem and put it on my chest and pin it there.
I just look
Like,
at it really
keep
closely
it in
and
my
just go
pocket.
like, dude, I can probably fake this. I can prob
I'll just say you're with me.
Hmm?
I'll just
Shrug
say
my
you're with
shoulders.
me.
Works for me, dude.
All right, as I take point, do I see like any lights or like anything?
Oddly enough, it seems like there's no lights. You never seen the gate hanging of a military base hanging open either, but right here the gate seems to be ajar, rusted over. No guards posted outside.
Can I see if there's like any like tracks or like any sign of conflict?
Make an investigation check.
Could I also look for tracks?
You can.
Would survival work for that?
Yes,
I
that will allow survival.
Alright.
So I would do an investigation specifically for if I smell like things from a military base, like gunpowder or maybe even
You
like
don't have
fresh
much
mud.
experience with the military bases. Affy, I did not tell you to roll.
Sorry. Okay, just ignore that. I'm not
Um,
investigating.
Forte, you don't notice anything. Investor, neither do you. In fact, the snow, despite what the map shows, the snow leading up to it seems fairly untouched.
Hmm.
I
Seems
believe
like
we
this
should
place was abandoned for a while.
we should heed caution and let's check it out a little bit closer.
Agreed.
Maybe let's not bring the cart in immediately. Let's first
No,
scope it out
no. Tie the cart up here. We can travel the rest of the way on foot.
and leave the horse outside.
Yeah, they'll be fine. We just need to throw a blanket over the backside of it. It'll be fine.
I'd like to light up a torch. Do I
Okay.
have a torch? I do have a torch. Yep, I'd like to light up a torch. As I walk closer and I just kind of like yell out, "Anyone there?"
Silence as the torch begins to light up and warm around you. The sun finishes setting behind you, and you shiver slightly as the wind blows. Looking back towards the horse and cart and the rest of your companions, you can see the snow increasing in intensity, beginning to blind you more than, I would say, 15, 20 feet away. The storm looks like it's going to be as bad as the one you had to deal with on your way here.
At least we aren't hiding in a cave this time that's full of bears.
I guess let's walk in.
Quickly
Anyone
look
want?
to the
Anyone
party.
want to? I look at Affy. You want to take a look around? You want to take a look around quietly before we walk in?
I guess I can look around. Yeah, I'll look around a little.
Are you going to
I
move
just
your
look.
token?
Hmm?
You going to move your token, Affy?
Yes. Hold on.
You notice my eyes, they start to glow blue as I cast Detect Magic to see if I see anything around here.
What do you did?
Okay. You do not notice anything magical outside of this base.
Do I get any sense, or is it only? It's only a visual, right?
It's only visual.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and start
In
making
fact,
our way in.
your vision's getting worse and worse while you stay out here, and the wind begins to pick up more and more.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it closer to the front door right here.
Affy taking a look inside, or no?
I'm gonna take a look inside, but I'm gonna see if I see anything like magical within there.
Hmm.
In the first small entryway, gaining some shelter from the snow, you see that the gate having been left slightly open, some has gotten into this small building. You see unlit torches on either side, but nothing magical.
Hey, Affy, can you take a look and see if there's any kind of like traps around here or something?
Sure thing. So I'll kind
And
of. Oh,
I'll move to the left a
before
little
I
bit.
enter the hall. Before I enter the hall. I look for traps. I check for traps.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Investigation.
You don't see any traps.
Hey, I investigated. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take a step forward. Step. I have not died yet. And I take another step forward. Step. And I will investigate what I can see about the part of the building area that I can see. That's in my field of vision.
As you slowly. Are you stealthing, actually?
Yes.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay, let's hope that this is better. Oh, it is. Wow, what a concept.
Okay. As you slowly creak the door open, you see nothing ahead of you beyond snow. You feel like the blizzard has gotten ridiculously bad at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, and what can I see that's in my field of vision with the building thingy itself?
You see a small set of steps right here, but beyond that, not much.
Just snow?
Yep.
I guess I'll like still. Okay, what I think I'll do is I'll check for traps and then we'll kind of go up to the stairs and then see what else we can find. Because I'm not sure if they've booby trapped this place or if the traps are even like still functional since this thing has been left for like my whole lifetime, it looks like. But I don't want to take any chances, I don't want to like get stuck in anything. So I'll kind of check for traps.
I'm gonna go ahead and give a tap on on Appy's shoulder and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"May Mordorn bless you," and then give him
Oh, thank you.
guidance. And then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna walk towards Forte. Hey, Forte. It should be safe to bring the horse in here, but we might want to back the carriage up. Inside the room, they should be able to fit for now.
As you approach to tell me that, you see me asking Leroy if the horse could fit in there,
Okay.
as we were talking about something. And I look over to Galthuk, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Galthuk. Hey, pal.
Oh, hey. Looks like you had the same idea as me, huh?
No, something different actually. Leroy here says he has a spell that could give us a shelter for the night, but I don't think the horse would fit in there.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
You
Fascinating.
should be able to fit about 9 people, just about. Pretty sure the horse should fit there too.
Well, horse is the size of like 4 people.
And we have how many people here with us?
I mean 5, but still gonna be crammed, and you're a very, very large man.
Mind cuddling with the horse?
That
It
runs
might
up work.
kick you.
We should still go inside just to avoid the wildlife.
Yes. And I have a limited amount of time
Who knows?
with the guidance thingy to check. So I will check right now.
It's also a military base, so we might find some weapons in there that we can use for our trip.
Uh-huh.
Weapons, tools, maybe some soldiers left some money around.
Mm-hmm. Definitely good to look around.
Alright, if y'all insist. Guess into the abandoned warehouse we go.
And I look over to Galthok on the guy. We should probably bring the horse inside so it doesn't freeze or get eaten by a bear.
We
Definitely
can
a
use
good
the
idea.
cart to barricade the door.
The problem with barricading the door, though, barricades us in. What if we need to make a quick escape?
That's why we turn the cart around first. That way it's at least facing the door, so if we need it, we get straight in the cart and bolt out.
All right. I think we got a game plan for now then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will still check for traps. Okay. And I proceed to check for traps. Okay, well,
You,
mm-hmm.
I'll let you make one more investigation check.
Okay, and then
That's
I
a good
also
amount
get
of
the
conversations happened.
1d4
Yep.
for that. Hold on.
Nothing
I'm
seems to
so
catch your
proud of
eye.
you. I'm so proud of you, Ed. Nothing catches my eye.
Nothing catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
You all do note that as time goes on, the storm seems to be getting heavier and heavier.
I would like to walk in and
Yeah. I think we should go inside before we inevitably
Holding.
freeze to death.
I'm holding the door open so Vestin can drag
Yeah.
that bastard of a horse in.
As a question,
That's why I'm next to
why
Vesper
is
and just
there a
calming the horse.
small orange circle next to your character?
Oh, I
He
held
has
up a torch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm gonna lead the
Technology.
the horse up and into the room.
Let's go, sweet buddy. Come on.
Does the horse look at me?
It does,
I look
and
away
it
from it.
just kind of gives you a look.
I look away from it. It's not worth it.
The horse is able to just barely make it in, but the cart isn't.
I walk in behind the horse. I close the door.
I
Or not
assume
the
you're leaving,
door, but like, yeah.
you're leaving the cart outside?
Yeah.
Okay. The horse gives a slight whinny and scrapes at the stones with its hooves not really wanting to go past this area. Seems it likes the indoors.
Fair enough, buddy.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to the
Hey guys,
stairs
what are we
here.
setting on fire
Take
for
a look.
firewood?
I got this torch. There's some torches on the walls here, right?
Yep,
Can I spread the fire to them?
you can.
I would like to do so.
The torches light up after a moment or two. Seems like they'll should last at least a night.
We mark where the torches are lit up, or
They are in here.
oh, by the horse.
Yep.
Okay. So
This is
wherever.
outdoors.
Oh, it's outdoors again. Okay.
Are there none on the inner walls?
There
So
do not appear to be.
I want to patrol. I want to go patrol this side here. See if there's anything there.
Is there any stairs or something that leads up the wall?
Not that you can currently see, considering where you are in the storm. Actually, I apologize. No, there you see right here there is.
Looking up above the wall, does it seem like the wind is like how strong are the gusts of wind right now?
Not enough to knock you off your feet or anything, but it's certainly enough to basically sweep snow over the wall and into the base.
I'm gonna
What about the rest of the interior around us?
walk up the staircase a bit.
You can't see very much considering the snow is blowing in your face.
Well, let's see here.
Vesrin, you move up the stairs and you see what's essentially a brick and stone lined building with
Okay.
a small wooden door at the very top of the stairs.
Hmm. Does the door have a window or anything to see through, or is it solid?
It is solid.
I check to see if it's locked.
As you push gently on the door, it swings wide open.
Interesting.
Inside, you see again a small stone area with a couple of wooden tables. Looks as if it was a fairly simple mess hall. And what looks to be a staircase over here heading down into a basement of sorts.
Hmm. I'm gonna look over to Forte and go, "We have shelter over here. Door wasn't locked."
I want to look over up front here. Do I see anything
Where?
here?
You see what looks to be a number of empty bags that look like they had salt at some point, along with some other supplies, as well as a ladder here and a staircase here leading to the upper wall.
Bags look empty, or they just look empty from a distance?
As you get closer, they make an investigation check, actually.
As he's doing
Investigation.
that, I'm going to do basically the same on this end, casting light on the rock I have in my pocket.
So, Forte, you see that there's a couple of pieces of wood among the sacks, and what looks to be 5 rusted spears and 2 rusted swords.
Might be able to fix these up in town.
Toss them in the
Give 'em to-
cart.
I would like to do so.
Add into the card inventory.
5 rusted spears, 5 rusted swords. You said
2 rusted swords.
2 rusted swords, 5 rusted spears.
Mhm.
Gotcha. And I look over Vester and like give him a thumbs up as I start to approach him after I drop them off.
I'm gonna step inside. I am gonna stealth just in case there's something lurking.
Okay.
Also,
Make a stealth check. Also,
Yeah.
JJ, you do notice there is a well right here, though it
Yeah,
appears to be entirely buried in snow.
can I try like just brushing my hand over the top of it to see if I can see a bottom?
You do, and it does not appear to be covered. It seems like this is just filled up with snow.
As I
So,
see Forte walking past, I'll go ahead and pause there. Go ahead and finish, AJ.
so just to confirm, there is like a well up, right? Like it's a brick well up to like
Yep.
my knees or something.
hmm
Okay.
But the entire inside appears to be filled with snow.
If I use my lit rock to just put on top of it, does it just sit nicely on top of the snow, or does it just fall straight through?
It sits fairly nicely. Seems the snow's been hardened over time.
Okay.
Did it freeze down?
Actually,
Does it
I'm
make
gonna
sense?
take. I want to take one of the swords from the card inventory, and I want to try to. Once we go inside, I want to try to repair it with my smithing tools.
Before we go inside, I just want to see if there's anything on this side.
You see over here what appears to be a number of small rooms that almost were like an outhouse. 3 sets of holes dug into the ground in a small inner chamber, wherein you see things that you don't want to describe down below.
And here?
That is a wall. There is a staircase leading up to the wall.
Could I assume the snow on this side is because it's being blown against the wall is being much less now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go up the steps, actually.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, and then as I see Forte walk past me, I'm like, hey, um, if you want, those look pretty rusted, so I can have Bertrand take a look at that when we get back into Obstagrad.
Sure. So I wanna try my hand at trying to restore one of these myself.
As a note, the entire country is
Well,
Obstagrad.
yeah.
You are thinking of the capital,
Yes.
which is
Obstagrad
Ebenford.
City.
I show
Ebenford.
Galthuk.
Ebenford.
I show
Okay.
Galthuk the runes on my armor, and I'm like, I have a bit of a hobby, as you can see.
Hmm.
So I want to take a look at one of these, see what I could dig up. Maybe there's like an emblem on this or something.
Oh, okay, excellent.
But hey, introduce me to your friend. I'd love to meet him.
Absolutely. Once we get into to Ebenford, I'll definitely introduce.
Hmm.
I let out like a big hearty laugh, and it's just like, it's always good to meet another practitioner of the craft.
Hmm. I kind of walk over to like the area where JJ was a moment ago and kind of like look at the steps and like I frown. I'm like, hey, what is up there? Sorry for
Well,
yelling.
of note, JJ, each step creaks underfoot to the point where you're a little bit worried of it potentially collapsing, but it does seem to just barely hold your weight. Up at the top, you see essentially an area to look over the wall. And are you looking for anything in particular?
Considering we were coming from the opposite direction, I would assume this is the direction we're going towards, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So I just mostly look out for a combination of signs of life, any lights, um, and any signs of the storm passing.
Through the snow and the storm, you really can't see much past the wall.
On top of that, I also want to look back towards the base itself from the opposite side and kind of just examine how it is, how the structures of everything are maintained or being maintained.
Does it looks like it was mentioned before, like it's been abandoned for a long time.
Hmm.
Is
And
there
I kind
anything
of just, oh, sorry,
Is there
go
what?
ahead.
is there anything noticeable on the top edge of the walls, like along here?
Nothing in particular, no.
I kind of just like call up to him like, do you see anything interesting?
No, not really. Just nothing
Oh.
but snow and forest.
Hmm. Are you stuck up there?
No, as I start heading back down.
I'd like to.
Oh, go ahead.
Sure. I'd like to go inside and what do I see Vestern doing? I'm
Just
just
kind of
holding a
looking
rusted.
around, kind of
Uh,
maneuvering his way through.
I asked Vestern, is it clear?
Looks like it. There's a basement down below, and I haven't checked the 2 rooms, but
Basement.
at least this one.
All right.
I'm gonna go
As
up
I approach
and
back to Affy, I look to him and just be like, "Hey, the next time you want to take a nice snow shower, this well looks like it'll do you wonders."
And I just kind of like peek around him, and I'm like, mm-hmm.
So I'd like to go inside, like probably like next to like somewhere I could put down the torch or like light something on fire so I can see.
There are a
And
couple of unlit torches in this place, one in each corner.
all right, I'd like to light
is
them.
this a fireplace?
It
So
does
I put
appear
the
to be,
rock back in my
yes.
pocket
I light up
and
the
turn
rest of
the
the.
Though
light
there
off.
isn't any wood in the fireplace.
I'll take a look up the like chimney to see if it's blocked or if it's cleared.
I'm
It looks fairly clear.
all right. I put down one. I take out one of the unlit torches and put down my torch in there after lighting the rest of them, and I start to take out my smithing kit. I want to try to repair this rusted sword. See if I can dig up any like emblems or anything identifying on it. Any crests.
All right, make a smithing check.
Oh, I see that we don't have any wood in here. I'm gonna walk outside and take a look. I thought I saw some like timber or wood like stacked along the side right here. Is that what this is?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab. I'm gonna see if I can carry like 10 logs in there.
Out of 14.
Best friend's gonna open the door to this room and take a look inside.
I'm gonna
It
camp out
looks
by one
like
of the chairs.
a number of dusty beds for soldiers, each one being a bunk bed. It looks like about 10 or 12 soldiers could probably fit here.
Hmm. We have some beds over here. You wanted to rest. You have an easier time.
What is the temperature of the room as compared to outside?
Slightly warmer, but not much. The area is insulated, but it's still fairly cold. Though the
Uh,
heat from the torches is spreading fairly quick.
would you allow me to move some of the logs out of the way to grab the more drier ones underneath? And would you allow me to roll a strength check to make sure I can do it?
I'm not even going to have you roll a strength check. That's fairly easy to do.
All right, I will do it then. Oh, look what I got, guys! I got a whole bunch of logs right here.
Very nice. Need a
Yay.
light?
And I go in there and I throw it on top of the torch.
I'm tinkering away.
I kind of set it up at an angle so that there's air that can make it underneath there and catch the other ones on fire. Not just literally throw it in there, but angle it properly.
Just for expediency's sake, Vesserin ignites them with a produce flame.
As you do that, you
Lights
see
up pretty
Galtag
quick.
jump back like, "Oh shit! Warn somebody when you do that again."
Vesserin snickers. Fire.
I go, "That's some funny shit though, there, veteran. Next time, do it to somebody else, so I can laugh."
Roger that.
Have I noticed anything about the sword yet?
You've started to clean off some of the rust, and as you do, you note that it's pretty old. And it actually does seem to be kind of falling apart. Rust has
Hmm.
definitely eaten deep into it.
Vesserin's gonna head up into this room too and take a look around.
Do I notice any supplies in this room whatsoever?
You see a couple of metal cups covered in dust and what looks like mold. And Vesrin, as you actually walk into that room, you're hit immediately by a just horrid smell. But one that you do recognize
Dead
as
body?
no. It appears to be mold and just rotten meat and bread.
Disgusting. I'm gonna
Uh,
pop my head out of here and just slam the door behind me. Don't go in there. Suck.
Oh, what'd you
As he
find?
does that,
Bad smells.
as he does that, I yell out. I say out loud, pretty loudly, like in my normal Forte voice, just like, "This place is ancient. Like I've been clearing off the rust off the sword, and it looks like it looks like the sword is like from a long time ago. No one set foot here in a while."
Yeah, it looks like this place has been abandoned longer than I've
There's an
been born.
entire ecosystem living in that room, I would agree.
Ew.
Is this
Right
place on
here.
any of our current maps?
I've never seen this place before, and I'm pretty knowledgeable of the military bases.
This right here, is that a
Well.
bookshelf or is that a place to sit?
That is a number of benches.
Okay, benches. All right.
I'm gonna look down the
So-
staircase.
Doc, you said there were a couple metal cups I had found?
With some
Do they-
mold and dust in them.
But you're sure they're metal?
They do appear to be metal, yes.
So I'm going to grab a couple of them, wipe off some of the dust, and toss them into the fire to help clean them up a little bit faster.
Okay. They
I still
do,
want
in
to. I still
fact,
want to
indeed.
poke. Oh, I want to poke my head in here as well. Kind of look around.
As you do, you are hit by the same smell. It seems to have once been a kitchen with a number of utensils and pots and couple of pieces of very, very moldy food that appears to have spread across the wood.
I'm gonna go ahead and head outside and grab some more fire wood
You mean
and
firewood. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was in the middle of transitioning the word.
Should I
Grab the
assume as I was
firewood.
right next to him?
Sorry, what was that, JJ?
Should I assume as I was right next to him when he opened the door, the waft also hit me?
Yes,
Considering your
that's awesome.
your sense of smell, yes, very much so. In fact, JJ, make a Constitution saving throw.
I was afraid you'd say that.
My friend JJ is never afraid. He would thunderclap right there in the entrance of a dungeon. There is no fear. See?
As
No
the
fear.
smell hits you, it's strong and it is very, very gross. But you feel a little bit nauseous. But
So
nothing comes
I immediately have a fight or flight reflex then. Run into the kitchen, find the thing that smells the worst, grab it, and toss it straight into the fire.
That's not a smart
Nope,
idea.
not a good idea. Stop.
As you
As-
do,
That's not it.
Nope.
Oh no.
I want to check
I
to see if we can
need-
stop.
Can someone
I
try to
need-
intercept him?
Mm.
Not me. I'm like still
nope.
taking the sword.
no one's really in the position to intercept him.
Catholic is.
Galfuck
I
is right
am,
next to me.
I'm halfway
Galfuck
to
Oh,
him.
pick one for the team.
Make a athletics check versus his. Athletics
I
or
will-
acrobatics.
I will burn this.
Oh no.
Leroy.
Athletics, you say?
Or acrobatics.
Mm.
Oh,
Beats it.
shit.
Meets it.
Beats it. Yes, maybe.
Beats it.
So that
As
means
you
I beat.
grab his hand as he's about to throw the dripping, rotten, what was once maybe food into the fire.
And as I stop his hand, no, give it to me, and then I
This thing needs to go.
do
And I
you
just
release
feel
it to me?
Ew, is that an animal?
At
Yes,
this
I
point,
release it.
At this
Okay,
point,
okay.
I'm like, at this point, I'm like, who the hell shot themselves? Holy
And I'm
crap!
just like,
And then
is that an animal? Why
I'm
does
gonna-
it smell so bad?
I'm gonna take it out here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can chuck it over the wall.
Make a strength check.
Only rolls.
As you do, you attempt to throw it, and the wind immediately blows it back directly into your face.
I should have thrown it over the other
Oh, I'm
wall.
so
Damn
Make
it!
a Constitution saving throw with
Oh,
disadvantage.
fuck. With disadvantage. All right. I got this.
So you attempt to throw it, and the wind blows it back right into your face with a. It covers the entirety of your face, your beard, and some of it gets in your nose and mouth. Immediately, you drop to your knees and begin throwing up, trying to get anything out. Somehow, the vomit tastes better than what that thing was.
Oh shit. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it?
It's in your beard along with the throw up now.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the door. I'm just gonna open up the door and say, "Hey, guys, can you by any chance help me out here? I need something to clean this shit up with."
I just
All of
ready
you
a
turn to
fireball.
see Galthuk's beard dyed a just cacophony of browns, orange, and greens.
If you want to go wash your face, there's snow right there.
With every breath, Galthuk, you smell it more.
Oh god. Oh please. Is there
I
any
could-
kind of like I don't know what would we have? Would they still use like fats for like cleaning or no? There was
For
no
soap,
really any cleaning.
yes, they
Yeah,
would
okay.
use animal fat for soap.
Okay. Can you check the kitchen? I know JJ, you don't like the smell in there. Can you check the kitchen to see if there's any kind of like soap or animal fats or anything like that there that can help me wash this out of my beard? I have water on me. I just need to get this out of my beard.
Don't
Don't look at me. I'm not moving.
I don't think you want us to go in there. That soap's probably rotten.
I think it'd also turn into an animal.
Damn
You want
it.
to
It
try
could hit
to-
you with a tidal wave. It would hurt a lot, but it might do the job.
Anybody know
think thunder wave is-
prestidigitation?
I can dunk you in the snow.
The snow doesn't actually clean. It's it's still it's a solid right now.
No, but it'll freeze your nose, so at least you won't smell it.
With
Very
the same
true.
insane look in my eye. Hey, Galthuk, you want to just get rid of the beard?
No, that's not nice.
Speaking of Galthuk, make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, we're talking too long. I'm gonna fucking die.
At this point, you feel a chunk in your throat, and you immediately keel over, throwing up more. You are now poisoned.
I'd like to say at least I looked left to throw up because you get that kind of last second to figure out where your target is.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I looked left and I duffled like over the stairway right here, like the railing. At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my wait, do I even have one on me? I should have one, right? A water skin or something.
Yeah, you would have a water skin. At least you
Okay.
should.
See, yeah, I do. Okay, good. I'm gonna take my water skin and I'm gonna kind of like douse my nose, my mouth, and like in a downward fashion to like get all that shit out of me, all the chunks.
Okay. You were able to get a majority of it, but the smell still persists.
JJ, what'd you? I can't go without a beard, man.
I would like
Sorry.
I'd like to go and try to pick up Galthuk. Around his like just try to pick him up around his like waist.
Galthuk, are you resisting at all?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Alright, I'm like, alright, pal. Gonna thank me for this later as I drag him down through the biggest snow pile I see. Would that be
How
like this
many
one over here?
feet do you drag him?
Is it like over here?
Yeah, it'd be over here
I would
because
say
that would be the vomit right there. I mean, you could do it
Yeah.
down in here too.
I would
Alright,
say
so-
here.
So I pick him up, like carry him to the snowplow, and proceed to rotate him upside down and just dunk him in the snow.
After 5 or 6 dunks, you think it's mostly gone. But that smell is never leaving your brain and your memory, Galtha.
You able to smell? You able to smell, pal?
I don't smell anything now. I think it's good for now. But oh my god, you did that was such a horrid smell. I'm never gonna fucking forget that. Whoa.
You hear Vestrin yelling from inside, I told you not to go in there.
It is at this point I also
Are you
step out.
yelling at Leroy for that?
Yes, I am.
So
It
I'm
is at this
gonna
point I
get
step out just to breathe.
I'm gonna go into my pouch and I'm gonna grab my
How high
Oh,
is the staircase?
where'd
By
it
the way?
go?
Up to the building?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a block.
It's about 10 feet
Made out of stone or wood?
stone.
I'd like to jump up.
Okay, you're able to do that pretty easily.
And back in I go.
I'm gonna take my block of incense and kind of just open it up and then take it and rub it under my nose on my beard and everything to try to get like to make sure I smell something different.
As you do, you realize right now you don't smell anything.
I know that it's gonna come back though.
He's been crippled.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. When the GM says that.
Do we still smell it?
It builds character as I look over at Affy.
Well, yes, because JJ, as he charged out of the kitchen, left the door open. So the smell is wafting out from the
God,
kitchen.
It builds character.
No,
And then
just
I
like
slam that door shut.
yes, close the
walk
door,
backward to the staircase,
bar
and
it
look down
shut,
it.
let the ecosystem live its course.
I grabbed what I wanted to grab was the I was gonna get 10 more things of wood, bring it back in. I'm gonna walk into here, place the wood in there in like I don't know, like a TP fashion, I guess, like where it's kind of leaning against each other with a small opening in the center, and then grab one of the lit ones here and put it in the center of that. And out for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna also do it in this room as well, unless there's any issues with it.
Well, the room almost immediately begins filling with smoke.
Wait, I thought okay, so I assumed there was a light source right here and a light source here because there was a fireplace there as well and a stove right there.
Well, there is a stove here, though you can't seem to get it open. It appears to be rusted closed. This one, I apologize. That's just the map.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I would just do it for this one then. If I can't get it open, can I grab
a strength
like
check.
my mace and kind of like wedge it in there to pop it off?
Make a strength check.
God, my weapon better not break on me. Mordon. Bless my hammer. Where is straight up strength?
I recommend
There it
flexing
is.
before you do that. Get the blood flowing.
I think it's
Well,
blown enough.
I asked Morden to
As I
bless
just
my
hit the
hammer.
motion, I just slowly walk back up the steps right behind Forte.
And
You
then
attempt to. Oh, yeah, with that, you're able to just barely get one of the spikes of your mace in and slowly yank it open. Of which you immediately regret as you see there is something sticky and gooey in it.
I fucking close it and slam it and lock it shut.
Do I have to dunk you in the snow again?
Not yet. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on if I throw
Alright.
up.
Veteran.
Hey, make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
Ugh.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
Considering you can't smell much of anything in your experience before, whatever's in there, you only saw it briefly. Not as gross as the thing literally being in your face. You are able to hold back any vomit in that situation.
What did you need for it?
So, do you notice anything downstairs, or
Good question. I'm taking a look down them.
come with you?
I can look
I'm just
too.
gonna join to avoid the kitchen.
Yes,
Galf-
please stay away from the kitchen. Actually, wait. Someone
Hey,
needs to
Galf, you
supervise
coming?
you.
Yeah, I'll come.
Kathy, what'd you say?
And I close the door behind me as I leave. What are we looking for?
As
Oh,
you all
Anything
head,
but the kitchen.
Produce flame to have light while going down.
as you all head
No.
downstairs, are you producing light or no?
I will produce light.
Okay.
Non-fire based light.
The stone stairs slowly transition into wood, creaking one at a time. As you descend into the slowly growing colder basement. What's your marching order? Who's first? Who's second? So on.
I believe I'm first.
Veteran? Veteran, then me.
Then me.
Mm-hmm.
Then me.
I was the last one to come out of the kitchen, so I'd say I'm rearing up the back.
So like this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vesrin, as you take a step down to what you see to be the actual flat landing, you hear a crunch underneath your feet. And looking down, you see what appears to be reflective, broken glass. Looking around, it looks to be a 20 by 20, looks to be about a 50 by 50 foot room dug in to the bottom of this small hill with plain walls, but all around the floor, shards of shattered glass, and a single chest in the very center of the room.
There's
Can
supposed to
the
be a map
chest be
transition.
lockpicked?
There's
No, I
no
do
map
not have a
transition?
map. Nope, this is theater of the mind, guys.
This chest thing, can it be lockpicked
You can
by someone
certainly
with
go and take a look.
Alright. So, I do
Can
have
we
my...
investigate for traps first? This was a military base.
Oh, yes. First, I request to check for trap.
Make an investigation check.
Dude. Oh,
You don't notice anything, Affy.
I'm not noticing shit today. This hangover is the worst. Okay.
I'd be
But-
looking too, so
I do have lockpicks some.
Veston, are you making an investigation check as well for traps?
yeah.
As Affy seems to step forward past you. Affy, are you heading towards the middle of the room?
Would I be able to look for traps as well? I am in front of Affy.
I'm gonna say no. Two people already is.
Okay.
I will step in the middle of the room, but I don't like how you worded it like that.
As you begin to walk forward,
Okay.
suddenly you
Mhm,
hear a and Affy, you are
mhm.
hit in the shoulder by an arrow for 6 damage.
I kind of just like run like, ow, fuck.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
A what now?
Con
Oof.
saving throw. As you feel poison just pulse through your veins.
Do I have
You
a-
are currently paralyzed.
and kind of
About
like-
how far away? About how far away is Affy from us before he got shot with the arrow?
About 20 feet.
And okay. Did we hear anything like that possibly Affy had stepped on to trigger this? Like what we're seeing currently is it
You
just-
did not.
we see anything?
Did we see
Well-
where the arrows came from?
The arrow appeared to come from the wall.
Yes. Does anyone hear like?
Oh, so actually,
anything?
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Affy. Because you failed that, you do actually fall forward and take another 3 piercing damage as you just fall into a pile of broken glass.
Mm. Man, I hate hangovers.
Did Affy slide a little bit closer to us at that point? Then, when
She
Affy
fell
fell.
forward.
I just kind of
Right.
like flop on the ground.
Can I do an investigation check now?
Yes, I will allow it now.
Can I be cured of my ailment?
No, you may not.
Mm.
Forte, you see just barely in the center of the room, about 10 feet away from the chest, and right behind where Affy is now, a small, barely visible wire.
Well, the remains of a wire, or the wire still there?
The wire is still there.
Hmm.
Actually, Geltha, can you make a perception check?
Absolutely can. I can't tell you if I'm gonna pass it though.
You know what? Hang on. Before you roll with that,
Galthuk, you actually, behind you, as Affy had stepped on it and the arrow went off, you heard a bell ringing
Mm.
from somewhere up above.
As if it were, would I put 2 and 2 together? Like this is an alarm bell,
Yes, you
or
would.
okay?
This would likely be an alarm to alert them that somebody had walked down below.
I'd like to
Am I
try to
able?
Sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I disarm the trap?
You can certainly try.
Actually, I don't have anything sharp. I do have something
Here-
sharp. I have a hatchet. Can I throw one of my hatchets at the string?
Make a
Aiming
dex
aiming
check.
away from Affy, maybe looking towards the chest, I guess.
Yes, please aim away from my
So
Make
do
a
I- that I-
dex check with
incapacitated
disadvantage
body.
as
Well, can't I just?
as
Hmm?
you actually. I just realized you can make a dex check with disadvantage. It is pitch black in there.
I have dark
The
vision.
light is behind you. Oh, you do have dark vision. That is a good point. Never mind. Yeah, make a dex check.
Can I just do a hand axe attack?
Yes, you could do a hand axe attack.
And technically, JJ still has
As you
that.
attempt
Oh,
to fling it, I need you to roll damage.
Um,
As you attempt to fling it, it slips out of your hand before you try and aim it to the side, going flying. Affy, what's your AC?
17.
Oh, that's perfect, because Forte rolled a 17 on his second half.
You're
Uh,
fucking with me.
So that
Obviously beats it.
hits as
You're fucking
the
with me.
hand axe goes directly into the back of your leg, dealing 8 slashing damage.
Are you shitting me?
I'm gonna start
don't see this
walking.
happen, considering the light.
You do.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Oh
start
my
walking
God.
carefully
Immediate
to
flash back to
Affy.
the carpet.
I'm going to walk closer and just use my second hand axe to just break the wire.
Okay.
And because I do have extra attack now, so I have to roll attack. I'm just trying to break the wire with my axe.
Yes.
I'm not
Okay,
throwing it this time.
Yeah, you're able to break it. As you do, are you standing right now?
No, I'm like kind of like crouching.
Okay. So as you do cut it again, an arrow goes firing just over your head.
Okay.
Oh, Affy, I also need you to make another Constitution saving throw to see if you are unparalyzed. Okay, Affy is staying there, paralyzed with a axe in her leg or his
I'd-
leg.
I'd like to pick up Affy and I take the axe back, and I pick up Affy and kind of carry him closer.
Tell
Am
me there's a
I
bleed from that axe.
capable of speech at this moment?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
On the plus, you can't feel the giant gash in the back of your
I
leg.
carry Affy over, and I'd say that looks like Affy had an accident.
I'm never going to your house ever again.
I put him down and
You know what? With that, sir, have some inspiration.
No, stop encouraging him.
You know what? Actually, that's a good point. Forte,
yes.
you get a DM inspiration.
Hey.
Stop encouraging him.
Um,
I see this man every day.
Effie, make a Constitution saving throw.
Again.
Yes. As the paralysis begins to fade, suddenly the pain hits you as you realize something slashed you in the back of the leg.
I basically like yell "ow, fuck" at the top of my little baby lungs in pain.
Okay, Affy
All of
at
you
this
hear,
point is
from Effie.
so at this point, Affy's close enough. I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Morden's light will cure you." And then I cast Cure Wounds. And then let me go ahead and roll it. Give me a second. I'm rolling it right now.
As I see this happen, I just mutter, "A good thing Morden did, because I wasn't going to."
Yay!
It provides you with 10 health.
Yay! Thank you, friend. Okay. Also, hey, get back here. I have a question. Thieves' tools, is that the same as like a lockpicking kit, kind of?
Yes.
Yay. Okay. Am I now able to move?
Yeah, you are now able to
Okay, so I kind of
Can
just
we
like.
check for more traps?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
I'm not doing that shit anymore. I got injured.
At this point, I'm checking too.
move. All right, make a. Who's checking? I will allow either two of you to check or one of you
I'll
to
give
check
it.
with advantage.
I'll help whoever. I'll help Leroy check.
Okay, Leroy, make an investigation check with advantage. So you look around the room. That appears to have been the only trap. You do note, though, that the amount of glass looks as if the entire outer area of the room was covered in it, including the ceiling. All of it now shattered and broken into pieces. The only thing else in this room is that one chest in the center.
Hey guys, I think it's okay. I think that was the last couple of traps. The
All
people
right.
upstairs should have been warned.
Perfect. And at this point, I kind of like hobble over to the chest, and as I do, just kind of mutter like, "I want my fucking treasure."
I touch one of the pieces of glass and cast light on it.
Okay.
We got double the light.
So,
Okay.
Affy, are you attempting to open the chest?
While he does that, I'm just going to stand behind readying a. I'm just going to ready something.
So what are you readying?
Are you
Just
gonna
going to
tell me
ready
what?
sanctuary.
Okay. So Affy, you attempt to open the chest, and it does in fact appear to be locked.
I use my thieves' tools to pick the lock. Do I have to click on thieves' tools?
Yes. Roll a lockpicking check.
That's gonna be which attribute?
Dex.
Start. Is this how you do?
Yep.
Yay! Did I do a good job?
As you begin, you take out your thieves' tools and stick in the lock. Takes but a second before,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel the lock loosen. Are you going to open the chest?
I'm gonna get someone else to open the chest for me. And so I kind of just go like, "Hey, I opened the chest. I unlocked the chest. Who wants to open it for me?"
If I open it, I get first dibs on what's inside.
Second.
Sure. Whatever. Go nuts. Have fun. Good luck.
Bastion's going to slowly open the chest.
As Vesper's approaching, I ask Galthuk, like, what do you think happened to this room? All the glass is broken.
I don't know.
Where did the glass come from?
I'm looking around and I'm kind of like, It looks like all the glass was affixed upon the ceiling, the walls.
What?
Kind of. I wonder if this thing was holding something that could not see itself. It just seems odd that this would be in the center of it all. I mean, if there was multiple angles, maybe where it would seem like there was thousands of chests, then maybe it could, trick somebody into knowing where it's at. But 4 walls, ceiling, it would just be right in the center of the room.
Can I punch the wall?
You can.
I'd like to punch the wall.
Does it break like glass?
Oh shit!
You punch the stone wall, making a dent in it.
Uh-huh.
That is all. Don't know what you expected.
I just want to see if there's like still like glass that we just couldn't see. I guess.
Can I do the same but in a better way?
Oh, wait. The chest.
Weston's walking over to the chest, so he hears me punch the wall. What does he do?
Vestron is he's looking at the chest, and then he looks over at you, looks at you punching the wall, and asks, "Why would you do that?"
Why is there glass in the center of the room? I
I'm
thought
not
like
sure.
I thought there might be some glass on the walls. Maybe an illusion of some kind.
Before we came here, didn't Galfik use his magic to make sure there was no magic already in here?
Oh, I did, but
did
that
outside,
actually would
that's
have
That's
Sure.
yeah, went away.
Oh, guess we're opening the chest.
Vestron just kind of steps back from the chest and he goes, "Huh, seems empty."
Nothing in that chest.
Nah.
Wait,
It's empty?
Oh, I forgot to actually mention. I apologize.
Hmm?
Mention what?
What?
You sure, pal?
Yeah.
Why would there be a locked chest that's empty?
No idea.
Oh,
Are you trying to pull a fast one on us?
No. You can look yourself.
and I kind of like peek inside and look at the chest itself.
look at Affy's damaged leg and tell him that there's nothing in that chest.
Affy, there is in fact a diamond and what appears to be a small circular talisman of sorts.
Vestron, you want to get your eyes checked or something? Cause there's like, there's not a lot of shit in here, but like it looks expensive.
Vestron's gonna pick up the diamond. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I guess you're right.
Dude,
Maybe
we
we
could
can
sell
go
that for so much stuff.
put
We go
this in the
back to the
cart.
capital, we find some like bougie rich people, and we can sell it to them, and then bam, we have enough money for like a year's worth of like the most expensive dinners. Maybe more. I don't know how much diamonds go for. I just know they're expensive.
Can I insight whether or not Vestron's trying to pull a fast one on me? I have advantage on this.
Sure.
Nat 20. Like, why would he lie? Basically.
You didn't notice? Mm.
Hey,
Nat 20 on that.
Hey, Vestron. Oh, go ahead.
You feel okay, Vestron?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Oh.
Hey,
I'd like to approach him and like get uncomfortably close to him. Like,
What's up, man?
Look him dead in the eye. Like, do I see anything off with him? Like, did he get like shot by something or anything?
Make a perception check. He looks fine.
Hmm.
A little bit, I guess, hazy-eyed, but
Easy.
it's been a long day. Looks
That
tired almost.
that sounds like Vesserin normally though. The only time he gets bright-eyed is if there's fire around.
I turn my attention back to the
All of you
talisman.
suddenly hear a very, very small click from in the chest,
Huh?
In the chest?
as if something
Just
tapped on it.
Who's closer to
What's still in the
Affy would be,
chest?
Affy would be
Mhm.
closer to the chest than me, right?
Nothing is in the chest. Affy picked it up.
Oh, well, you said there's a diamond and a talisman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I picked both up.
No, Vesserin picked up the diamond,
Oh,
and I think you picked up the talisman.
yeah. I kind of like. Do I see any? I mean, it sounds like there's something like click, like something like tapped the chest. Do I see? Do I
So there's
notice
something
anything
underneath it tapped it.
underneath?
Am
Mm-hmm.
I close enough to pick up the chest?
You are.
Can I
Okay.
pick it up so Affy can check?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to pick up the chest.
As you attempt to move it, it doesn't budge.
Huh?
Huh?
And at this point, I'm just like, come on, man, put your knees into it. Like, rip that thing out of the ground.
Hmm.
I mean, like, did it feel like it was
Suddenly,
bolted to the?
you all hear from the chest tapping. And JJ, you recognize it as the song you were playing on the bagpipes not so long ago.
Vesserin, are you able to
Hey.
see what these items are and if whether or not they have magical properties?
Who are you asking that to?
Vesserin.
Hmm. I have no idea. I think we should hide it in a cart for safekeeping.
Huh?
Vesserin is like inching
Uh,
closer and closer to the stairs.
Where are you going, pal? As I just look over at him.
Well, we should go put this thing away, shouldn't we?
Why not hang out here till we figure out what's going on exactly?
Precisely.
Hmm. But
You're acting off, Vesserin. Everything okay with you?
yeah, everything's fine. I don't know, this diamond. This feels like it belongs to me, you know? We'll keep it safe.
Why not keep it with the rune that it was found with?
Suddenly, you guys hear
Give it to
the
Effie.
creaking of the stairs.
Something up there?
Is something coming
No,
downstairs?
it's actually sounds like it's coming from the steps at the very bottom on the floor that you're at.
Is it Flick?
I'd like to take a bag of flour. No, I'm too far. I assume I'm too far, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You hear suddenly the crunching of glass near the stairs as some more of it breaks out of nowhere.
I ready for combat.
I take a parchment from my belt and I place it on Forte. May Morden shield of faith your soul, and then it basically provides him with +2 bonus to AC.
I ready both
Thank
of my
you.
daggers.
So I'm
Where is
listening.
Vesserin in relation to us?
Bestfriend is slowly getting closer to the stairs.
I would like to. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Suddenly, all around Vesserin, the glass seems to start to shift in a circle.
Okay.
I like. Something's off with Vesserin. Catch him.
Suddenly, the glass moves in a way that seems to make an X in front of him.
Oh, come on, guys. This is creeping me out. I think we should go upstairs.
I would like to tackle him.
Vestrin, make a dex save.
Alright.
Oh,
Do I do athletics or?
Well, I'm seeing first if he's able to move before you. Okay, I need you. Sorry, yeah, Catholic, I need you to roll a dex check also.
oh, we'll do.
No, sorry, Forte, not that. No.
Okay.
Check, not athletics.
You don't allow it be athletics, yeah.
Beats it. Beats it.
All right, Vestrin, make a athletics or acrobatics check to see if you're able to resist him actually grabbing you.
Beats it. Beats it.
I have an extra attack. I'd like to do that again.
Okay.
Athletics.
Expect the
Alright.
nat 18. Okay, Vestrin, athletics or acrobatics.
What are these garbage
Alright.
rolls on my
I have gotten.
so slippery?
Let's go to Vegas.
Action search.
Mm,
Action search. I'm trying that 2 more times.
It's like a fucking Three Stooges skit.
While this is
Athletics.
while this is going on, I put the
No, this is all
daggers
happening
back.
within 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Ah,
because we're fast as fuck, boy. Okay,
Vestrin, you block one hand, block the other. Then he twirls it around your face and then pokes you in the eyes before
now I
grabbing
grabbed
you.
them. Yeah. It's like slippery. Damn. Whew. Also, because this is the way that the skill is worded, hold on. At the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Not this turn, but whenever the next turn happens, I have to roll a d4.
I want all of you to roll initiative if we're doing this.
huh?
You're doing this.
Something is off with him.
Agreed.
There's something might be haunting him. I don't know what the hell is going on with the glass. He's hazy-eyed. Boy can handle his beer.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't click on. Yeah, I did click on me. Good.
Galfuck, underneath you, suddenly the glass starts crinkling and crackling. Leroy, you're up first.
I mean, I'm assuming Vestrin is currently subdued, yes?
He is grappled.
What the fuck is happening?
Okay, hang on. What's going on with the chest behind us again?
It is right now open and empty.
There was tapping in it, and I couldn't pick it up. And now the glass is moving. Around Vestrin for some reason.
Does Vestrin still have the diamond in his hand?
Yes, he does.
You would, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to move in close to him to try to rip the diamond out of his hand.
Make a athletics check versus Vestrin's athletics.
Wouldn't that be with him being grappled?
He can still make the
Mm,
save.
Yeah,
Or
he can
check.
still make the save.
He's not restrained yet.
Vestrin,
Well-
yeah, you're able to squeeze the diamond out pretty easily, as he seems to be more struggling to try and get away.
No, give that back.
With it in hand, I'm going to start walking back to the chest slowly to see if the glass changes its patterns.
As he picks up the diamond, I'm like staring daggers into Leroy right now.
Affy,
Hmm.
you're up.
Is
All right. So Fast Friend is still very much squished in the very, very thick arms of my comrade, as my other comrade is just very slowly power walking away with the diamond. So what I think I do is I just like I put the daggers back, I run up, just snatch the diamond, just like chuck it into the thing as fast as I can.
make a athletics check versus Leroy to grab it out of his hand.
Can I not just give it to him?
You're letting her grab it? Or him
Does he
grab
tell
it?
me what he's doing?
No, he just runs up and grabs it.
Fuck. Well, with another weird person just running up to me, I'm going to have to fight that.
Affy grabs the diamond and slams it back
Wow.
in the chest.
And I just like throw like the littlest like yeah noise.
Is that your turn?
Now lock it, Effie.
Can I use my bonus action to slam it shut and sit on it? Or is that too much for one person?
I'd let you.
Okay, I
you
slam it
slam it-
shut and just sit on it, lock it.
Okay. Forte.
And I asked him something. No.
I can't hear you.
I look over at Vestrin, and talking is a free action, right?
Yep.
I ask him, what is the flaming cat's name?
Ember?
I don't know if that's right, so I proceed to shove him.
Okay. Make the attack. Make the. That's another athletics check, isn't it?
It is.
Yep. I'm not even gonna have Vestrin. You know what? Yeah, Vestrin roll in case you get a nat 20 again.
Okay. Let's see.
Mm.
Okay. Vestrin, for some reason, your friends are trying to restrain you and beat you up.
Oh, right. Shit. Sorry, Vestrin.
So I'm grappled currently, right?
Sorry about
You are
that.
pro. Oh, well, you've been punched in the face for 1 damage.
Well, no, he's not punched in the face. More like I'm just like holding on to him like really hard.
Okay.
Are you like shaking him back and forth?
He's smothering him.
Ember is the right answer, though. I think. I look over at Galthuk and Affy.
Oh, I
Is
thought
it-
you just didn't have a name.
No,
What's
no,
wrong with you people?
his name was Ember.
So, Vestrin, what are you doing?
Thinking.
You are currently grappled and prone.
Well, I guess I'll try to break free.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
All right.
You make a very bad attempt at breaking free.
Hmm. All right. Well, that just took my action. Yeah.
Are his eyes?
Uh,
Do his eyes look the same? It does take your action to do that, yeah. Do his eyes look the same?
I would say, yeah, his eyes look about the same.
So they're still hazy. Okay.
Galthuk, what do you do?
I'm gonna take this moment to like ask Vestrin.
As suddenly, before you go, you all hear a loud from the chest.
Loud what?
Loud what?
A
You're
loud slam.
But I closed the chest and I locked it.
Is that what
Yep.
we heard? Is the slam of the chest?
After he closed and locked it, you hear a loud slam from what appears to be the side of the chest.
The side of the chest?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Can I? No.
Can I,
Mm.
Galthuk.
at this point, I'm gonna start walking towards the chest. Can I use my bonus action to like have an actual like quick conversation with not Affy,
Yep.
with Vestrin? Okay. Vestrin, do you still need the diamond? Or are you okay?
I still need the diamond. I want this thing. I want the diamond. It's mine.
Punch him in the face.
He might die if I do that.
Do not punch him in the face.
Bad enough I'm choking him.
Softly punch him in the face.
So, Galthic, are you doing anything?
Well, I'm not doing anything with that, but I wanted to go look at where the audio came from as my full action. I want to investigate or whatever you allow me to do to see if I
Make
can
an
see where that's coming
investigation
from.
check.
Perfect. See.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just tell you what you see.
That's better than bad.
You like mysterious music. I got this.
Leroy. What do you do?
Okay.
I'm going to honestly do the same. I also heard the large bang from the chest, right?
Mhm.
Be too soon to do that. If there was a large mirror up above with several traps close to it, that wouldn't. The assumption then being it's not to keep people out, but rather it's to keep the thing in. I'm going to cast investigation. I'm going to investigate the chest to see what's around there, like directly
Well,
underneath it and so.
the chest wasn't able to be moved before. And now you
Is
have
it?
an Affy sitting on it also. So
Mhm.
what are you investigating? What are you looking
You
for?
said the bang was by the side of the chest.
It sounded like it came from something hit the side of the chest.
Yes, I want to investigate that, and I also want to see, is the chest itself like a treasure chest flat to the ground?
Make an investigation check. And it does appear to be somehow fused to the ground.
In relation to where?
Seems to be essentially right across from where Galfuck is standing is where you saw that. Or at least where it would be reflected.
I'm going to tell this to Forte for the rest of the party.
What are you saying?
What do you say?
That there seems to be flashes of red coming from the mirror shards on the floor opposing the chest.
Okay. Affy.
Mhm. Gotcha. I'm up.
As you are sitting on the chest.
Okay. And there's flashes of red coming from the glass around me.
JJ said he saw a flash of red reflecting in a piece of the glass by the chest.
Okay. So I kind of I hop off and I take both taggers out this time with the flame touch one in my right hand, and then I kind of look at JJ, and talking is a free action, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. And I ask him, hey, and I'm basically just which glass? Kind of which glass did the light come from?
I'll let you answer this, JJ.
It would be the one that was opposed to where Galthic was searching for, right? The reflection of it, rather.
It essentially would be in front of where Galfuck and you are looking on the floor, right next to the chest. But you saw the
And
flash essentially across, reflecting of what would be across from Galfuck, as
and
if
does
there
he
was
kind of
something right in front of him.
point it out?
Yeah.
Okay,
It,
I take the flame touch dagger and I kind of swipe down in the air and stab the glass.
Nothing happens.
nothing.
Seriously?
Forte.
I hear Leroy yelling about the glass, right?
Mhm.
Talking is a free action.
Mhm. As long as it's not
I
too much.
I ask. Can I ask a question and get a response?
Yeah.
I yell over. Should I bring him over?
You guys can
Yeah, bring
respond.
him over.
Vesrin, you could
Yeah.
also respond.
Also, Vesrin could also respond. Okay,
Well, Vesrin could say something during this
that's
also.
true. That's true. He can.
Come on, guys, we should just go upstairs. What's with all this hassle?
Also, sorry, Vesrin.
Also, can I use a free motion? Can I use a free action to yell something to Appy as well too?
I'll allow it.
I tell him to put his weapons down. I don't think if it was banging the same sound as the music, there's a higher chance that one's the correct Vesserin. So don't try to attack the red one.
So, Forte, are you bringing Vesrin
I
over?
yell over at Leroy saying because I hear that, right? I'm
Mhm.
like,
Yep.
that doesn't make sense, but I am bringing him over. How far is it?
From where you are, it is about 40 feet.
40 feet.
I'm sorry, about 30 feet.
30 feet. Half movement if I'm carrying him, right?
Mhm.
What if I dash?
Then you could take him the full way.
I'm still grappling him and he's still prone. Can I like? How would you rule that if I tried to move him? Because he's grappled and proned.
You would be dragging him across a floor full of sharp glass shards.
Okay, and like picking him up and putting him over my shoulder. Would that be an action? So I can't dash.
That would be an action, yes, and he would have a chance to escape.
I look over at Leroy. I hear what Leroy says. I think he's onto something. He didn't try to run away with the diamond. I apologize profusely to Vesrin for what I'm about to do.
What are you gonna do?
As I basically holding on to his shin, but to his like foot, I book it to the other side of the room, dragging him across the glass.
Vesrin, you take 15 piercing damage.
Holy fuck!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. As I bring him over to where Leroy is, and then just like back down on him, like keeping him pinned.
Vesrin,
I hope you know what you're doing. I tell Leroy.
what do you do? As
Um,
you've just been dragged across 30 feet of glass.
um, I am going to. He still got me too, doesn't he?
Mm,
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to break free again. Not a whole lot I can do.
Okay, make a athletics check. Okay. Is there anything else that you are doing, Cray?
Right?
Sorry, not Cray, Kiri.
I had to no, nothing I can do. But
Okay. Gelthuk, you're up.
So picking up the glass, a piece of glass shard. I want to look at it, and over my shoulder, I want to look at through the glass to see the reflection of Vesserin.
As
Do I
you
still
turn
see the
around and
red?
hold up the glass, let me type this to you. Okay. as you see that.
Okay,
in the reflection.
so me picking that up, that would be an action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my bonus action to let them know?
Yeah, you can. Talking is a free action.
Right, but there's usually that if I take too long, then it becomes an actual bonus action or
Yeah,
um,
yeah. Essentially,
so
just don't say too much.
okay. So as I'm looking at it, I tell everybody I see a tiefling in the glass within prison or wearing prison clothes in this reflection, and that's all I probably had enough time to say.
Leroy.
I'm going to mirror Galthic's action, pick up. Actually, no, I'm going to just pull out my. A dagger would be a reflective enough surface, right?
Not really. It tends to be darker metals.
Oh,
Depends on
all right,
how
fine.
much you polish it.
Probably not, considering I'm a bagpipe artist. Sure, I'll just pick up the glass on the floor then.
Okay. Aiming in the direction. You also see a red tiefling in ratty prison clothes seeming to try and wave at you and get your attention.
No, I want to look the opposite direction towards. Yeah, I want to look the opposite direction towards the red flash. Is this the same red flash that was seen already?
Yep,
This being
the red
what we
tiefling
see. Second,
that you only seem to see a reflection of.
where Vesserin would be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, not where Vesserin would be. It actually seems to be right next to the chest where the sound came from before.
I see. What about when looking with the mirror towards Vesserin, though?
You actually,
That's
he does not appear in the reflection. Only Galfuck does. I'm sorry, only Forte does. When you pointed at him.
The chest is currently locked again, isn't it?
It is closed with Affy sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, you know what? Let's try this nonsense. I still have my light turned on, don't I?
You do.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. That's probably going to be a dumb one. I'm going to offer to swap places with Forte, actually,
You want to try grappling him.
I feel like that's a
basically.
bad idea.
I look at him and I'm like, I know what he is, and I don't think he'll survive.
Also, you already used your action, so
Yeah,
Affy,
fair. That was my action.
Yes.
you are sitting on the chest, and you are probably kind of confused.
I am extremely confused at this point. I kind of like I put the daggers away. Did I? Last turn, or are they still just like out?
you
And
still
I'm
had
like
him out.
Yeah, you would still have him out.
so I'm just like Slav squatting on the chest with the daggers out. So I kind of like I hop off and they're still out. They're still out, but I look in the glass as well that JJ has. And do I also see the tiefling?
You would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does the tiefling look friendly?
Uh, the tiefling looks ratty and almost as if they've been beaten. Their skin is sunken in as if they haven't eaten in a long time. Though they are waving at you in a friendly manner, despite the numerous cuts and stab wounds that are currently bleeding, as if they had recently been dragged across a floor of glass. Just to use a metaphor that I came up with out of nowhere.
And I kind of just like I just go like uh, and I'm kind of just like awkwardly flailing by looking between this tiefling that looks like it's been like aggressively attacked by like several people, and then at Veteran. Who does Veteran physically look okay?
I mean, he has a number of shards of glass stuck in him.
So it's basically like the injuries look like they mirror each other.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of just like look back at the glass and just like, Veteran? Like to the tiefling.
Forte, you're up.
Has anyone told me anything?
No.
I
Okay, I have
I-
no reason to believe otherwise.
so I'm just asking the glass if it's Veteran.
Affy's doing that, right?
Yep.
Affy's done plenty of weird things, and I look over, like, that's the least of my concerns right now. I look down at Vester and I'm like, well, first of all, I have to choke him. Sorry, Vester.
You're gonna kill him.
Fuck.
Oi.
Sorry, Vester. Sorry, pal. Please heal yourself. I don't want to hurt you. As I ready my action, I guess. I
do what?
ready. I don't know. If he slips out, I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay. Veterans, what do yous do's?
Cure wounds cannot be cast on yourself, correct?
It can.
It can?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And what is the other you going to do?
I will send.
Well, you could probably just describe it. At this point,
That's true.
the
They
players
kinda
know
get it.
enough what's going on. Which, by
I'm
the
gonna-
way, Vesrin, also you do get an inspiration for playing along with this.
Sweet.
You get a DM inspiration, which means you get a free advantage on a roll that you can use at any point.
Pog. All right.
Pog.
The real me is going to open the chest like back and forth, and then point at the diamond and make a smashing motion.
All of you see the chest beginning. Actually, Affy, did you ever get off the chest?
I did, and I ran over
Okay.
to the glass.
Right. So you all see the chest begin to open and close on its own. As in the mirror, you see the tiefling opening and closing the chest, and then pointing at the diamond, and then making a smashing motion.
Can I take a free action to speak on Vestern's turn?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Forte yells out as loud as he can because he's frustrated. Can someone tell me what's going on?
Galthuk!
I say, hold that thought as a free action. Grab I flip open the chest. Well, I drop the shard, flip open the chest, grab the diamond, place it on the ground.
As soon as you flip open the chest, suddenly your vision goes black. And you find yourself in a room with no one else there, the glass shards all around you, the chest in front of you, and a shadowy staircase behind you. Vesrin, suddenly, you find yourself back in the room you were originally in with everyone around you, except for, is that you being held by Forte, who's suddenly quite a bit taller? And as you look down, you realize, Vesrin, you are in Galthuk's body.
Oh.
All right. You hear Galthuk yell, "Fuck!" and then say, "I am Fesserin," very proudly.
So Galthuk, what are you doing in the mirror dimension?
I'm looking around to see if there's anything around me.
There is the broken glass all around you, the chest in the center, which appears to be empty now,
All right.
except for a small reflective surface in which you see the red tiefling staring back at you and moving every time you move. You have become the tiefling.
I am going to. So I become the tiefling.
But
Do
you
I
have
feel
used
like-
your action.
Oh yeah, opening it up and grabbing the diamond. That's right. Okay.
You didn't grab the diamond. You just opened the chest.
Oh, I opened the chest and was about to reach for it. But seeing that I'm here, I'm just gonna say I'm lost for words right now as I see nobody's around me, and then I kind of glance down. So I'm gonna say for this I am dumbstruck and I'm unable to do anything right now. Like I'm in
On the
complete
plus,
like.
You've never been so tall in your life. Leroy.
And feel a little bit unbalanced.
What do is Galfuck goes, flips the chest open, then suddenly stops, blinks, turns around and goes, I am Vesserin!
I'm going to start fixing some of this. So, okay, first and foremost, are there still 2 lights in the room or just the 1?
There's still the 2.
Okay, I'm going to turn mine off.
Okay.
On that note, I'm also going to tell Forte that he can realistically let that Vesserin go as I take out my bag of gold coins and cast distort value on everything in my pocket to make it nice
Can I
and
use
shiny.
my reaction to interject?
I would allow it, yes.
I'm going to interject with, no, don't do that. That is still
Wait,
not me.
Is that Galthuk screaming that?
Yes, that is
Yes.
still not me. Do
you did
not let
hear
him go.
Galfuck exclaim, I am Vesserin.
No, so I'm basically putting
Also,
a
Leroy,
bag.
you can only do distort. You can only do that spell on one object. You can't do it on everything in your pockets.
I can't cast on the bag itself.
I suppose you could cast it on the physical bag, yes.
Yes. So I literally put down a golden bag, basically, of 100 gold coins directly in front of Vesserin's vision.
Okay.
Okay.
Affy.
Okay. Earlier when Vesserin was the one, the mirror dimension thingy,
Which
Did I-
Vesserin?
original Vesserin.
Okay. Yep.
When he was in the mirror dimension thingy, did I see him like kind of like motion to like smash the diamond?
Yep.
Okay. And and the things are very like open, so like I can see the diamond again, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's kind of like I pick it up and then I like kind of like football like slam it into the ground like as hard as
Make
my
a strength
tiny
check.
noodly arms can do. Hang on. This is my strength check.
You slam it into the ground, and it hits the ground.
Does it break?
It does not.
Bro, what the fuck? You've betrayed, and then at this point, I kind of just like yell like you betrayed me, best friend. As it just like bounces uncomfortably.
Okay. Fourth day.
Okay, so to recap, Galthuk approaches the chest, right?
Mhm.
The one's behind me. that
Yes.
I can't see.
No, I thought. Wait, you weren't facing the chest?
I don't know which way I was facing.
Yeah, you would have been facing the chest because
Okay, I would have been facing the chest. Okay, so I saw him do that, okay?
Yes, you saw him open the chest.
And then I saw him yell, I'm Vesserin.
Yes.
And then Leroy puts down money next to me.
No, a very shiny leather bag with money in it.
Okay, he puts down a very shiny leather bag next to me
Mhm.
and exclaims for me to let him go.
Mm-hmm.
All the while, Galthuk
Mm-hmm.
is yelling, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
I choke
that
Vesserin.
is a se-
I
that is a
continue to choke. I continue to choke Vesserin because I have to. As I'm just like kind of like looking at everyone, I'm like, what? No, you're Galthuk. As I point to Galthuk, I point to Leroy. And I'm like, the hell are you doing? As I look down at Vesserin, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? He's then I yell at, you know what? If we're doing this, fuck it. I'm Flick. As I proceed to continue to pin Vesron on the ground.
Okay.
And ready my action in case he escapes.
So, I will say first, Galthuk Vesrin, what are you doing? Kiri.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
my initiative.
The Vesrin and Galthuk.
Forte is out of the
Okay, the
loop.
Velserin in Galthuk. Okay,
Yes.
cool. We'll then grab the diamond, put it back in the chest, close the lid. He's gonna look at Forte and say, as soon as I open this, get that me face in front of this thing and open it. Okay?
What's this thing? The chest?
Yes, the chest.
Okay, so do you open the chest back up?
I open the chest back up, looking inside after I had put the diamond back in it and closed it.
Galthuk, suddenly you find yourself in front of the open chest. Vesrin, you find yourself in the empty room again. Galthuk,
Cross my fingers.
back in your body, what do you do?
I move myself to the backside of the chest so that Forte can have.
The chest is open, of note.
Right. So I'm walking behind it, and I believe I need to close it in order for him to open it. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and close the chest.
Wait, Galthuk, before you do anything, Demon Vesrin, what are you doing as you are still pinned and being choked?
Okay, do I do this again? All right, who does this now? I'm so confused.
You know what? I will take control for now. Knowing that the jig is up, this that is the wrong button, is going to cast Call Lightning.
And
Inside
it
a building.
fails. You just called it. You
Oh.
just called
We're
it,
in the
and it
basement.
fails because we're in a building.
That is a
Yes.
good point.
We are in the basement.
Hey, you know
As-
what? It's appropriate. He doesn't know how to cast the magic.
Yeah,
Yep.
outside, to be fair, I rolled a dice to see what he was casting. Outside, you all hear lightning strike. And then hear Vesper go, shit! Alright, Galthuk, sorry, you were saying.
It's a good thing this guy's kind of stupid.
I shuffle behind the chest and close it.
Okay. Is that it all?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do at this point. Nothing else would be helpful.
Leroy.
No one is interested in my money. I'm going to first take that back, so no one gets any bright ideas. Secondly, at this point, so wait, the chest is open or closed?
The chest
It's
is currently
closed.
closed.
Cool. I'm just going to start instructing Forte, because he's the person currently pinning Vesserin, to just smash his face into the chest as it opens.
Mhm.
Everything will work out from that point.
Okay.
On that note, is there anything else I can even physically do? How bloody is the demon Vesserin exactly?
Yes.
Not actually as bloody as you'd think. Mostly Nick's left at this point.
Cool. Then on that note, that's all I got, except for the fact of telling Forte to calm the hell down so he stops thinking he's Flick.
Okay. Happy.
Alright. I kind of I run so I'm sort of behind the chest, but my hands are on it, so I'm ready to kind of yank it open if necessary. And I kind of yell to Forte, you ready, as I'm ready to rip that thing open to get Vesron back in his
Okay, so you're holding your
body.
action to open the chest. What is the trigger?
A smashed face.
Okay.
Yes.
Forte.
Okay. Recap. Keep in mind, Forte is not good at the whole magic thing. All of
You
his
don't-
friends are telling him to shove his other friend into a box.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That is currently closed.
Has everyone gone crazy?
Yes.
Yes.
Slightly.
Probably.
Also, if everyone's yelling at you to do, you should probably do it.
Great advice there.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to follow instructions. I was told to get up, drag Vesserin to the box, right?
Slam him in there as I open it up.
And then
Okay.
proceed to slam his face.
Into
The first
box.
time into the box, dealing how much damage to him?
Roll an unarmed strike. Roll damage.
Oh.
Dealing
fuck.
Vesserin, you take
Wait,
12 bludgeoning damage,
Wait.
as in the other world, you
Wait.
suddenly feel...
Oh my god.
As Vesserin, in the other world, you suddenly feel your nose get smashed inward.
Is he
Okay, is
dead?
this helping? Is this helping as I hold
At
my
this
other
point,
punch?
Affy, you said that's the trigger to open the chest?
Yes.
Okay, so as Forte smashes Vesserin's face into the chest, breaking his nose,
Mhm.
you fling the chest open and suddenly find yourself in an empty room.
Wait,
with just
what?
the chest, the
He
glass,
was behind it.
But I was behind the chest, remember?
and
But I
you're
was
the one that
behind the
opened it.
chest.
You open the chest.
You opened the chest, so you now find yourself in an empty room with nothing but broken glass around you, a chest with a reflective surface at the bottom, reflecting a red tiefling, and a shadowy pair of stairs behind you. Vesserin, you now find yourself in a twink body.
Wait, Vesserin or Galthuk?
Vesserin.
No,
God
it's
damn
Vesserin.
it.
Wait, so who's in Galthuk's body?
Galthic's back in his body.
Oh, so it can't be like someone else opens it for you, like only that person can open it.
Yep. So Vesserin, you are now a twink. What do you do?
Wait, I still have another attack action, Alec.
Oh, you do have
I
another.
have extra attack. After he opens the box, I proceed to slam his face into it.
Okay, make another unarmed strike.
What happens as I proceed to slam him into the now open box?
You slam him into the box. He actually is able to hold himself back on the 11th. So Vesserin, what are you
Which
doing
Vesserin?
now that you're in Affy's body?
I'm gonna
Ves-
yell. I'm gonna yell. It has to be he has to fucking open it. God damn it! And then fucking close the chest, open it again, so Affy gets put back in her body.
Suddenly, you appear back, very confused, holding the chest open.
Me?
Yes,
Oh, and I'm
Vesserin's
just like-
back in the alternate
I'm
dimension.
just like kind of just like looking around, just like the fuck.
To recap the scene, he has to hold this chest open to fuck.
I've
That
got
being
this. I've
said-
got this.
This Vesserin is now going to cast attempting to cast Scorching Ray.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. You, Forte, at disadvantage.
I have Shield of Face, so it's 18.
Thir- The last one hits with a 20.
does.
You take 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Galthuk.
All right. So, seeing that it's open, I close the chest. I grab Vesserin's hand.
You closing the
And-
chest is an action.
Really?
Well, it's more of a bonus. It's more like half an action, but
That's why I figured, yeah, like a bonus. I figure closing it, kicking it closed.
you know what? Yeah, I'll
Um,
allow that being a bonus action.
Okay, so then
you're grabbing his hand.
I kick it, I grab his hands, and since Forte is like right there, I kind of like I lift with his hands the chest.
Guys,
sorry, not with
you hear
Fortes,
Vesserin go,
with
guys,
veterans.
come on. This is what it's. Come on, guys, it's me. Come on, please make an athletics check. Actually, yeah, athletics.
That is.
As you attempt to grab his hands, he's able to slip away. Barely, but
Damn, slippery little bastard.
Leroy,
Is he out of the grapple?
he is still in the grapple. He just was able to move his hands away from Galthuk.
Okay. That's fine. I'm. Wait, so one hand he slipped out, and the other hand is still being, I'm guessing, buckled by Forte.
Forte is basically pinning him to the ground still.
I imagine that I'm like having him like bent over the chest, kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of half folded backwards.
Can I use Vesserin's face to open the chest?
Explain to me how you would use a person's face to open a chest.
Basically, just use his head or to fit under the buckle and pull straight up.
I'm gonna say no because I can't imagine how in the
I
fuck you
can.
would do that.
I can.
I
The
can.
You know what?
friction of the
Fine,
face,
Make a sleight
splinters,
of
and all
hand
that.
check.
Say again?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Damn it.
You attempt, and his face kind of just slides off the metal buckle. Vesrin, you take another 1 damage.
I just look at Forte, who's probably just staring at me right now.
Listen, I look over at Leroy and I like message loud and clear as I visibly ready to slam him again.
Okay. Is there any way to like tie Vesserin's hands to like the handle thingy
There's not really a handle.
or like the
The
front or
chest.
anything like that?
You could certainly try.
And then also like I wonder if I get behind him and kind of like I put my hands in the back of his and I use
Forte's
that.
already behind him.
Hmm. I kind of like so like I kind of tell like Forte's also like grappling him, so he can't really put his hands on there.
You can. You could try.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a disadvantage, I think. So can I kind of get to like the side and like with both my hands just like shove them on one of Vesserin's hands, so I'd be able to use like that hand technically to like open it up.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm gonna go with acrobatics because I've got
You are able to grab his hands. As far as forcing it goes, though, I need you to make an athletics check.
Is that mine or yours?
That's mine. You have to make an athletics check.
Bro.
You are holding his hands, but he is resisting. Forte. Oh God.
Oh.
Forte.
Wait, sorry.
First things first. It's your
Yeah. Very quickly before Forte goes, I kind of like yelled to him like use his hand to open the thing.
Forte.
First things first because I'm grappling.
Vesrin, you take 2 more damage.
Oh. I look over. I look at Vesrin. I'm like, identify yourself.
I'm your buddy Vesrin, he says through his bloody nose and face.
Okay.
And just like use his hands to open it.
I'm Galthuk.
I physically like use his body to open it. Like he's probably gonna get hurt because I'm like slamming him into the thing and using the force of his body to lift
Make
up.
an athletics check. Vesrin, you take another 1 damage as your face is slammed into the chest, slamming it open, as you suddenly appear back in your body.
I
Your
get the
nose
second action.
broken. Your skull probably cracked in a few places. Bloody and beaten. But back in your own body.
And does he say anything, or is
I
this?
say, get the hell off me, you bloody man pig.
I proceed to insight.
Roll an insight check.
I do have advantage on this. Does he roll persuasion or?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? Alright.
Because I'm not sure.
You're pretty sure it's him. Probably.
That sounded the way he said it sounded very,
It
very
sounded more
desperate.
angry than desperate. Like it sounded desperate before. Now it sounds angry.
I
Look, Vestrin, what do you think of money?
Think you need to suck my left testicle.
I think it's him.
I go ahead and cast Cure Wounds, touching his shoulder. I think he's fine.
I am continuing to hold on to him, but I will not proceed to bash his head in again.
Okay.
You don't let me go, Forte. I swear to God, I will roast you.
Forte, when I opened up that chest, I saw myself in a different realm, a different world. I've never been there before. Had no idea what to do and didn't think I was going to make it back.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw for a couple seconds, but those seconds were scary. We have to destroy the diamond, but first I think we should question this tiefling dude.
Is it the diamond or is it the
tiefling?
chest?
Bro, there's a
Forte,
fucking tiefling dude in the glass.
Forte exclaims, "What tiefling?" as he looks at Affy now.
There is a fucking
Wait.
Tiefling
Forte, make an
dude.
insight check.
in the glass.
I do have advantage on these.
Okay.
There's a fucking tiefling dude in the glass, and I was in his body for like 2 seconds when I opened the thing myself earlier.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
propose a solution. Open the chest yourself.
No.
It's still open.
Wait, isn't it still open?
Yeah, it's open right now.
Okay, do not shut it. Do not shut thing. Don't close it.
Oh wait,
Okay.
it's open, and I'm going to proceed to take the diamond out.
As you go to take the diamond out, the chest actually does slam shut.
Oh.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage, JJ.
Damn thing stint my fingers.
Oh, I know. I know what the perfect question to ask that only Vesserin would know.
Right?
What is our handshake?
I then proceed to stand up.
You can't. You're being grappled.
Well, he's
I'm
grappled
being-
but standing.
He was prone this entire time.
Oh, I thought I was like slamming him. I thought like I was slamming it into the thing.
That's what I thought too.
Actually, yeah, the chest would be low to the ground, so he would still have to have been prone pretty much.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
never specified that he got up.
I could drop it as. Is that an action to drop grapple?
I would let you drop it.
I dropped the grapple, but I'm like weary, and I'm waiting
I
for that
proceed
handshake.
to execute. I proceed to execute the handshake.
As do I.
Wait a minute. Does the actual handshake or what you attempted and failed to do?
What we attempted and failed to do is the actual
Yeah.
handshake.
I need you
Yes.
both to. I need you both to roll damage on your unarmed strikes.
God. I just have to roll a d20. I don't have an unarmed strike set up.
No. So,
roll-
Vesrin, you take 9 bludgeoning. You just roll it. Actually, I think it's just 1 damage plus your strength.
Is it?
Yeah. Because you don't have unarmed strike.
What's your strike? Okay, so 1 damage.
So, Forte, you take 1 bludgeoning, and Vesrin, you take 9 bludgeoning as you smack each other basically in the face again.
Okay, it's him. Sorry about that. It's like, good to have you
Veteran-
back. Good to have you back,
Veteran does
veteran.
not look happy in the slightest.
Kind of hard to look happy with a broken, bloody nose, but
So someone explain to me what tiefling.
Open the chest.
No,
Yeah,
ho, ho, ho,
Open the
ho.
chest, Forte.
No, do not open the fucking chest. And
Hold
instead,
on,
I kind of very
hold on.
gingerly, is Forte's? I mean, not Forte. Is JJ still holding the glass with the tiefling?
Hold on.
I-
Forte, do you trust us?
Who are you? Are you
Uh,
Galthuk?
I'm
Or are you
Galthuk,
Vesper?
yes. I'm
Okay.
Galthuk. I'm Galthuk. Because if
Okay.
you really want to find out,
Yes.
if somebody took over your body, we would not be able to contain you. However, if we were to go upstairs, get a chair, have you sit in a chair as we tie you up, you can use one of your hands to lift the chest, and the tiefling will come out.
I don't think I'll.
And,
I'm not sure if I'll hold him.
I am
though.
now super sus of Galthuk.
Okay. Well, at this point, I kind of just like.
make an insight check, Forte.
Also, I kind of just like look at Forte and I'm like, what, you really don't fucking believe that I'm Affy?
Yeah, it should have that one.
Yeah, I know.
But that would have been funny.
Really, like, what
Okay,
you.
no, like the adrenaline's starting to wear off, but I still don't see a tiefling.
that's what I'm trying to tell
Give
you.
him a piece of
If you would
glass.
like to see one, we can show you.
Yeah.
Can someone
Unless
give me the
the-
piece of glass? So I
Well-
can
I give him the glass.
Yes.
How would he be able to? I thought you can only see it if that
What
world
are you
was
doing
already
with the
out here.
glass?
No, you can all see it. I mean, do you look at it?
Forte,
It
what are
might
you doing
still
with the
be
glass?
I look at the glass
Where
the
are you aiming
reflection.
the glass?
wherever Leroy's aiming it.
Which would be by the chest that just got slammed.
Forte,
Okay.
you see sitting next to the chest, curled up in the fetal position, face covered, a very unhealthy, skinny red tiefling that appears to be decently hurt and in just bad, ratty clothing and looks as if he hasn't eaten in a long time.
Is there a way that we can find out if he's okay? Like, I mean, if you guys need to tie me up for me to do it, that's fine. But I mean, maybe we can put him to rest so that this place
I mean,
will no longer be
we can't
cursed.
really talk to him though, but I wonder if there's like any way you can kind of like communicate by sign language, if that's a thing.
Forte taps on the glass.
The tiefling gingerly looks up.
Okay. I wave to him, like confused.
He kind of just puts his head back in his hands.
All right, I'm gonna
This
at
looks
this
okay.
point, I'm gonna go upstairs and grab one of the chairs up here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna bring it back down and set it next to the chest.
It is creaking some.
Can you guys please? I inside Galthuk's like heart, he would not leave somebody in a realm trapped and wants to find out how we can help.
I look at
Mhm.
Galthuk and I say, no, not you.
What about
As-
me?
I look at Affy. Yeah.
I'm small, I'm scrawny. You can punch me in the face and it'll probably kill me. It's happened before.
My power comes from within, and I show him my my amulet. It is derives from my amulet, and then I take it off around my neck and I hand it to Forte so that like I am completely like powerless at this point, and Morden's connection has been broken for a moment.
I trust Galthuk.
And I sit in the chair and I asked to be bounded, but leave one hand open to open the chest.
Okay, who's tying him up?
I don't have rope left, I don't think.
I
I have
can give you
some.
some of
Not
mine.
rope?
Actually, I do not have rope. Who's got a rope?
I have rope. I think it's, yeah, I have 50 feet of rope,
Perfect.
which I will use temporarily to kind of like tie Galthuk like one would tie a pig for roasting.
Can I make a request that Forte doubles down on those knots?
I would like, yeah, I would ask Forte to help with this as well.
I do. Mostly because, like, I have no idea what the hell's going on. My character has no idea what kind of magic this is.
Haffy, make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Seems fairly secure. Galthuk, you are now tied to the chair.
With one hand free, still, I will go ahead and lift the chest, peering into it.
As you lift the chest open, you find yourself again in the mirror dimension. And all of you see Galthuk, suddenly his eyes teary, looking down at the floor. You see now in the shard, the tiefling standing in front of the open chest.
I show Galthuk's holy symbol to the shard. Does you do anything?
Well, the shard, Galthuk cannot definitely see you depending on which shard he's looking through. And for expediency's sake, I would say yes. Galthuk, you are able to see through the shards on the floor. Forte holding up the holy symbol to a shard of glass.
Thumbs
Cool.
up.
Do
Okay.
you do
I-
anything in the tiefling
I-
body?
I wave and I say, and I show him what he normally would see me do. And then I put my two fingers forward with my thumb pressed over to my pinky and my ring finger, and he would normally see that would be like Morden's faith. That's how I would normally cure wounds, and then touch your shoulder. You've seen this many times, and you see that it's
Yeah.
me doing the symbol.
Okay, that puts all of Forte's concerns at ease.
So, who are you? Asking the tiefling.
Galthuk slowly looks up and goes, "What does it matter?"
Well, I don't imagine anyone's come here to chat with you for quite a while, so I'd say it's in your interest.
He looks around and goes, "They'll do to you what they did to me. You're not human enough for them."
I
Hmm.
hear that?
You do.
I'm like, who's them, pal? As I gently put down the glass shard, I don't want to hurt Galthuk by accident. Forte does not understand how this works, okay?
The priests of Tempest. They thought me a demon, so they locked me away. It's been countless days, months, years, trapped here.
Priest of Tempest? They would never do something like that. That's using heretical magic.
Hmm.
I know not what magic they used, but they cast my body and soul into a pocket plane, only viewable through the mirrors. After a while, I couldn't stand the emptiness and shattered them all. Lost track of how long I've been here. I thought once they were done with me, they'd simply kill me. The torture, the starvation. Instead, they sought a worse torture. They believed I had information on the 9 hells, on one known as the Deal Maker. I had no idea. I was simply a performer at a circus, lucky enough to escape the torture there, and found and tortured elsewhere.
I get up right close to Galthuk's face and just ask, what was the name of this circus?
Been far too long for me to remember. I believe may have been no, I cannot remember.
I give Galthuk a ration to eat.
He immediately jumps forward, biting into it and eating ravenously.
Does that satiate you?
I haven't eaten in years. The hunger, I don't feel it in this body. But to taste food again.
How would we free you from the spell?
Do you believe me a mage or a demon like the priest
Where's your original
did?
body?
He glances at the mirror.
Would I be able to use my smithing tools to like repair the mirror?
You know enough about smithing to know not really. Mirror repair and smithing are very different.
I tell this person that we need you to switch bodies so we can have our cleric back. He might be able to help you.
He just slowly nods. Close the chest, so I may open my prison once again.
Is there any way, before you do that, is it the chest or is it the diamond that holds you here?
The chest is the portal that transfers my mind and soul between my trapped body over there and whoever is unlucky enough to have opened it.
I refuse to touch the heretical chest.
Matron closes it.
Not Galthuk lets out a very loud, extended sigh before reaching out his hand and slowly opening the chest. Galthuk, you find yourself once again tied to the chair.
Oh fuck.
So what did we find out?
We explained that it was clerics of Tempest who sealed this person away for being for just on a whim that they thought he might know something about the Nine Hells. And I asked Galthuk if he can detect or dispel any magic in this room.
I can detect magic. But dispel.
That one I can do.
Look over that
Galthuk,
All
I
right.
need you to make a religion check.
All right. Give me one.
And actually, Vesrin, I need you to make an arcana check.
All right.
Vesrin, as you think about it, he mentioned it was a portal, which, if you think about it enough, you're pretty sure if you were to dispel the magic, you wouldn't free him, you'd simply trap him for all eternity.
Mm.
Galthuk, there is one spell you've heard of clerics using that might work, known as Greater Restoration. Something that could help remove curses.
So I look up at everybody and I have heard of greater restoration spells that have been casted to help out with this kind of situation. But that would be a much higher spell casting ability than what I can do. Somebody who's been years of faith and higher standings with Morden.
Do you have any suggestions on what to do? Do you know anything about?
Do I know of any kind of like scrolls or something that can hold the magic to be brought back at a later time, or?
You have heard of scrolls being crafted. In fact, you've seen some crafted, but not here. It would have to have been in your home, in the occupied territories. And it would have to be you essentially finding what would be considered a heretic. Clerics are unable to store their spells in scrolls, but an arcane master would be able to store a cleric's spell.
Maybe our wizard friend would be able to do such a feat.
Forte's just like, ugh, him. And it'll help this poor guy. Hmm. Do you think if we take the chest with us, that would break the spell? I asked Vesper and Galthuk.
Would I need a different role, or
I would keep the same role. Again, this appears to be a portal. It seems like the room itself is likely the location of the pocket dimension, and the chest appears to also be magically fused to the floor.
So is the diamond the thing that like holds him, and the chest is just a portal?
At this point, you're pretty sure the diamond's just a diamond.
Oh, interesting. Hmm. Well, I have no objections going to ask for assistance. But of course, everyone else would have to agree.
Seems like that's the only path forward for right now.
Forte
Highly doubt we can keep
ponders.
moving.
Forte ponders on the risk of doing that. Like, if we don't report back in a reasonable amount of time, they're going to set a search party.
It's a difference of an extra 2 days, isn't it?
What do I know about, like, this operation? Like, would they send, like, a search party to look after us? And if so, after, like, how long?
It would probably be a couple. If you weren't back in, say, 2 to 3 weeks.
And how long has this been?
At this point, it's been about a week.
Forte is... It's the right thing to do. I'll suck it up.
All right then.
Forte's visibly conflicted about this.
Calvic, you also do note that you would also need somebody that knows Greater Restoration to be able to get the spell into a scroll.
Right, but in doing so, that would be somebody that would have been blasphemous, right? Like,
You would need somebody that is a good enough cleric to know Greater Restoration, and somebody that is skilled enough in the blasphemous arcane arts to put it into a scroll separately. Or you could bring somebody, potentially, if you could convince a cleric to come here and fix it.
So I think the safest way that we can make this happen is possibly to have somebody come here and perform the ritual. Because if we present them with a scroll that is of arcane of an arcane derivative, then we'd end up being, blasphemous to the churches as well. I don't know of anybody that I would be able to trust other than having somebody come back here to help.
You know, I was thinking about it. Perhaps it'd be safer if the wizard hid here instead of at the village.
That is a good call.
Can I recon that and call him the VIP instead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to have the VIP hang out here. He'd be safer. Maybe he could figure out a way to save this guy. Maybe the guy could give him like a familiar body or something. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
I like the idea. I'm up for talking to him.
Let's see if he has any other solution for it as well.
Then I think it's agreed upon. We will double back to the wizard.
Okay.
And
Wizard?
can we let this guy know that we're going to try to help him?
For
Galthok is still tied
expediency's
up.
sake, I will say that you have Galthok transfer, you explain, and then transfer back. Because it is getting late.
It is late.
So, you guys have a plan. You succeeded in the totally not at all confusing encounter.
Also,
And-
for expediency's sake, can we also put a note on this? Because if we leave, we want to put a note or something written on there to not open.
Yeah, I would allow that.
Do we have
Okay.
anything to do that?
I have tons of parchments. I just haven't, I can just write on one of those.
And with that, I think we will end tonight's session.
Hmm,
I hope you guys enjoyed.
we did.
Mm-hmm.
We did, absolutely.
Credit to Kiri for going along with that.